That's Howard. That's Howard. This does not bode well.
Why are you all screaming? This is a very accurate depiction of Howard the Duck.
It's Howard.
From Austin, Texas, with a stream that's not all it's quacked up to be. You get it, Quack? It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hi, Alex. I tripped over my own stupid joke.
Danny, you should have you know what you should have done before the stream?
What?
You should have gotten all your ducks in a row.
You're right. Oh, man. All my ducks are all scattered all over the place. But that's how I like it here. I don't want to clean up. You can trip over ducks all day, but it'll be the same place that we live in. Just, they spread joy. Hi, everyone. This house is full of ducks.
Yeah, we got a lot of ducks here. It's kind of bad.
Yeah, we buried the lead a little bit. Decided to, get into the mood for the stream. To really get immersed, as they say. The best thing about video games is the immersion, and we decided to immerse ourselves in ducks. One day later, we are awash in duck poop. We gotta do something.
It's stinky in
We
here.
gotta hire the Poop Troop, who is a local business dedicated to cleaning up animal poop. Fun fact. Wow, great start.
Is the Poop Troop real?
It's real, yeah. I saw them at our last place. They were pulling up to clean up at one of the local houses. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to the Poop Troop. You've been enlisted.
And the Poop Troop. We always stick together.
We always scoop together. Hi, everyone.
That's even better.
It's Retro Pals. Here is one of our trademark multi-platform derangement streams featuring ducks.
Ducks.
Ducks are the focus of tonight's stream, and I like ducks.
Me too. I love ducks. They're wonderful.
Me too. That's really all I have to say about it. They're wonderful creatures.
What can you say? They quack. If you're the kind who eats ducks, they taste good.
They lay eggs.
They lay eggs.
Bills. Don't forget the bills.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
When they do that thing where they flap their wings to get the water off.
Oh, that's
go,
so
flap,
good.
flap, 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 flap. It's good.
God, we're pro duck in this household.
Anyway, we're bird-brained. You already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, why don't you thank some folks?
I want to thank Cam Bertian for the 22-month resub. Another sleepless Wednesday night just means more pal time. Yep.
Is that because of us? You can't sleep after seeing that
Sorry.
Thank you for the sub, though.
We're haunting Cam Bertian streams. Thank you all, Hail Magambo. 71-month resub. Casey Duck Butter Duck. Oh, you better believe it.
Wow. Alex is on fire tonight. Thank you, Magambo. I appreciate it.
Punch MSX. 14-month resub. Duck. I will.
Duck game. Duck games.
Shaxpert, 100-bit donation. We're ducking. Yeah, ducking by the bale.
Thank you.
Still thinking about that song.
Me too.
Thank you, Conky Donk, for the 25 bits. Not gonna lie, the stream is gonna be pretty foul.
I see what you did there. Thank you, though.
Thank you, Cartman, for the 100 bits. Mary Mallard and Daffy Duck beat Alfred Chicken in this week's poll. They also beat him up, so rip Alfred Chicken.
I heard something different, but let's probably
Don't worry
move on
about
from
it.
that.
Thank you. Thank you, Nuclear Potato SA, for the 17-month resub. Oh no, ducks.
Oh no, they're coming right for us. Thank you.
Single Play with the 100-bit donation. Single Play subscribed to tier -1 for 683,500 months. Thank you.
You underflowed Twitch.
Thank you
beat
for
the game.
thank you for the underflow.
You get a permanent subscription. Thank you.
Kabi Terori with the 57-month resub. Is it here where they play tonight's It's a Small World Duckling Hardcore mix? I wish.
I love ducking hardcore.
I love the ducking hardcore mix.
That's good stuff.
Thank you, Carmen. 50 bits. Foie gras beat the fried chicken. Yeah. Have you ever had foie gras? I'm afraid of it.
I have not. I'm kind of afraid of it too.
I don't like liver, so it's like, no thanks.
Yeah. I'm not much for pâtés.
Yeah, pate away. Thank you, Polo Cat Fan. 52-month resub with the Gritty Goose. Thank you.
Gritty Goose to you as well.
We're gritting.
That's not quite a duck, but I guess I'll forgive it in this
Honestly,
case.
it's close enough.
First of all, right off the bat, I spilled a bunch of water on our audio equipment, so if we sound weird,
Hooray.
let us know. I'll try and replug all the audio cables. Right after I got everything all set up and I thought I found the failure point, I was like, what does this need? A big glass full of water. So if we sound like we're underwater, blub, blub, glub.
Did you use your ass to knock the water over?
Look, you.
Okay.
That's not important.
Okay, I'm just saying, as someone whose ass is, certified ass made moments myself, I'm just curious.
We took a poll to our patrons this week, and this is how it turned out. A classic battle, chicken versus duck. Chicken being the entering the loser's bracket after losing out to Egg in our chicken versus egg showdown. You remember how that one ended. That ended with Charlie Egg and Eggs of Steel. We explored all the possibilities of eggs. And yet again, chicken is once again defeated, this time by its fellow bird, the duck. It's a backstabbing world out there.
It's such a shame.
You can't even trust your fellow bird. Man, oh man, oh man. But people voted for ducks, and ducks you will get. However, we do have a necessary limitation on tonight's coverage. I wanted to cover games featuring lesser-known ducks. I wanted to lift up the lesser-known ducks rather than promote the ones you already know about. Ducks like these guys, like this one. Not going to see this guy here on stream tonight, except for this one shot here, nor his extended family. As much as it pains me to not play a single DuckTales game on tonight's stream, you don't need to tell you about the Disney Ducks. I can barely even say it. It disgusts me, frankly. Scrooge, Donald, Timmy, all those ducks, they won't be seen on stream tonight. Donald tried to skirt in by adapting a number of personas, Maui Mallard, PK, the samurai duck. Like, come on, dude. You can't pull that shit. That's Looney Tunes. You can't steal from your fellow ducks. Speaking of fellow ducks, you're also not going to see this guy. Actually, there's a couple of really interesting Daffy Duck games. I thought I'd grant an exclusion for 2 of those.
Okay.
But a bunch of them are pretty much just generic platformers. We'd be like, yep, this is a Daffy Duck platformer. You sure don't want to play this. And for those games, we're excluding those. We're also not playing games starring the sitting ducks. I don't know what's going on here. I don't want to get into it. I don't know if this will be illegal on Twitch right now when I'm showing you here.
Gay.
But the sitting ducks will have to sit this one out. The ducks will be featured on a later stream. That's a promise to you. But I wanted to showcase games that were one-offs, games that starred possibly unnamed ducks, flocks of ducks, families of ducks, getting the entire duck simulation experience across multiple platforms, across multiple genres. This is it, the non-Disney, non-Looney Tunes, non-sitting ducks, duck stream.
Hell
That's
yeah.
us, Danny and Alex.
Yeah, it's us.
Yeah, we're ducks tonight.
Quack.
Let's get us started with the first video game I've ever played in my entire life. Head to favorites, if you would. Did you know the first game I ever saw or played was about ducks? Isn't that incredible?
I did not know that.
So this is a return to form. It's like I'm coming home to roost, if you will. So let's start off today's stream with the classic Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt.
You know this.
I do know Duck Hunt.
Alex, shoot that screen.
Do I gotta?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay,
Now,
that's fine.
there are a lot of hunting games. There's a lot of games that are just called Duck Hunt that are pretty much like this. So we're going to be excluding those. But since this is a part of my personal history, this is it, Duck Hunt. I was a little tiny baby when my dad was taking me around to all the high-end electronic stores because he liked to look at that stuff even though he couldn't really afford it. There was a store called Federated in Texas, and they had a central showcase showing off something called the Nintendo Entertainment System. And hooked up to it was this. It had a light gun. You could point at the TV and shoot, and the virtual ducks would fall down dead, and your virtual dog would congratulate you or laugh at you. That day was a number of firsts for me. It was the first time I played a video game, first time I used a zapper, and the first time I ever had a temper tantrum because in the parking lot afterwards, I could not stand to be away from the ducks. I demanded to take them home right away. And Dad was like, look, this is hundreds of dollars. We can't do this. And he was really confused because I never had a temper tantrum before. I was like a really good baby, a really well-behaved baby. But in the presence of video games, they corrupted me, and I was there in the parking lot kicking and screaming, being like, we gotta take home the ducks. I want the ducks. Luckily, it paid off. Later on that Christmas, I got a Nintendo Entertainment System.
Hell yeah.
With Duck Hunt. And let me tell you, I killed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ducks. and it also came with this game called Super Mario Brothers. I wasn't really into it. I just wanted to play the duck game.
Same, honestly.
But that's it. That's your secret lore for Danny of the stream.
That's good duck lore.
My first video game was Duck Hunt for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And, yeah, what you see here is what you get. You point at the screen, you shoot, then the ducks fall down. Kids today, they would just be instantly bored by this. They'd be like, where's Minecraft? Where's Roblox? If they made this in Roblox, they'd go nuts for it, let me tell you.
Okay, this is not duck related, but I need to mention it due to the renaissance the game is having on Twitch right now.
Uh-huh.
Ultra Pancake's physical therapist knew what Booger Man was.
Whoa, cool.
What the fuck? Sorry.
We're having an effect on the world. We're spreading the good word of Booger Man. Finally. Okay, Alex, I think you've done
You think
a
I
good
killed
job.
enough ducks?
I think you've killed enough ducks.
I want the guy to laugh at me, and then I want to try to shoot him and see if that gives me a Chivo.
Okay.
No Chivo for
No,
shooting
but
the
there are
dog.
Chivos for getting 30 rounds perfect in a row. So if you want to sit at your computer for 40 minutes shooting at ducks with your mouse, you can do that.
What if
And I probably will. Honestly, I probably will. There's one more non-DuckTales game for NES that features ducks. And this is a stone cold classic, let me tell you. Because while I was here in Texas experiencing the joys of Duck Hunt, kids in Europe and Russia and Australia experienced a different kind of duck game as Alex struggles with retro art. It's
It's
okay.
fine. I'm normal.
Here we have the classic Duck Maze, a.k.a.
Duck.
Duck, or Duck.
Duck.
It looks a little bit like Duck to me.
Duck.
This is a Bitcorp game, a relative of Sachin. We've covered them before.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, it's a clone of Penguin Land.
This is Penguin Land.
Penguins and ducks aren't interchangeable. Come on.
I love that duck's face.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Can you boost my audio just a little bit?
Oh,
on
sure,
the,
sure.
On the,
Oh, on this? Yeah.
yeah, I think this will be...
Okay, I think that should be better.
Yeah, I tried to turn down my microphone to make it less buzzy. If there's interference, let me know. It's a tough balance to strike. Well, what the fuck do I do here? If I drop it here, it's dropping it too far. Yeah, see? Heartbreaking. Yeah, my lizard Buzzy. Man, that's a throwback.
I haven't thought of my lizard Buzzy in a long time.
Buzzy, my lizard buddy. Stream ain't about lizards. It ain't about them. It's about ducks.
I mean, birds and lizards do have a lot in common. They have a similar ancestor.
Do
The
they?
mighty and cool dinosaur, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Here's an early puzzle for this game. Check this shit out. This is somewhat Lode Runner adjacent due to the amount of forethought required. I don't know, where do you rank this Lode Runner nerds? Have to wait till Hexagon Witch gets here.
Carmen, thank you for the 50 bits. This looks exciting! What could
Thank you.
possibly go wrong?
Oh my god, look, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Hey.
Yeah, don't touch my egg.
Leave
You
the
get
egg
away from that
alone.
egg. But a variant of Lode Runner, specifically freaking Penguin Land by Sega. I fucked it! You can't... This is unrecoverable. You can't do anything from here unless I can push this. Okay, no, we're good.
Did you kill him?
I didn't fuck it. All I had to do was kill a fellow mammal.
That's fair.
Are ducks mammals?
No. Ducks are not mammals.
Really?
They lay eggs.
Oh. I thought there were mammals that laid eggs.
There's only one. Also, there's a couple. There's the... How can I forget the platypus?
How could you forget the platypus?
Platypus and the echidna.
Fuck! I'm not cut out to be a duck. At least not here on Nintendo. Maybe there's a game that's better suited for me, the duck enthusiast. I hope to find it on one of these platforms we cover tonight. But there you go. Duck games on NES, just a taste of what's to come. Oh yeah, and I planned this stream as the sort of thing where, like, by the end it's going to get completely deranged, so look forward to that. We're pretty much playing these games in order of derangement, so we're working our way up the duck ladder. There were some arcade games featuring ducks. Did you know this? Yeah. Starting in 1980, Sega's Carnival. Cartman, thank you for the 50 bits.
Thank you.
Perry the platypus. I love that platypus. Oh, you want MAME V.
There we go, V. I always mix up H and V.
Horizontal and vertical. They're two different things.
That.
Who knows this video game?
I
Better
played
yet,
this.
who has played a clone of this game?
I have.
This game got hella cloned on computers, on consoles, and arcades. Let's play a little bit of the old Carnival.
This was one of the, I know my parents played this game because this was one of the main games in the early 2000s, and my parents were like, hey, could you set this up?
Check it out. Look what the duck does.
Yeah,
He eats your bullets.
Isn't that a dick move?
That's messed up. The one enemy character this game has is the humble duck, and he eats your bullets in order to protect his fellow wildlife. Isn't that heroic?
Very heroic.
I'm proud of him.
So I ended up playing a lot of this in the 2000s because I made all those MAME setups for my parents, and then they never played them. I did, though. I played a lot of Kangaroo and a lot of Carnival. I played so much Carnival, Danny.
I didn't know how much of a Kangaroo player you were until recently.
Mm-hmm.
And Carnival, apparently.
And Puyon.
Puyon, really?
Yeah, my parents loved Puyon. Like, they would just, I don't know,
Did you get good at anything marketable like Donkey Kong?
No, unfortunately.
I was hoping to make you the next King of Kong. Oh well.
Setmal, thank you so much for the raid.
Setmal, thank you for the
Duck time.
raid. We're playing duck games. We just got done playing Carnival, a Sega arcade game where ducks eat your bullets. Watch out, they'll do that.
They will too. They're scary.
Hope you had a good stream. Let's play our next duck game. In MAME, there are several duck games, not as many as you might think, but one of the more prominent ones is by Sega. Y'all know this one. You know it. You love it. It's Dynamite Dux. Though the U in the title has an umlaut, so it's more like Dynamite Dux. You can say it like that if you want.
Cool dogs.
Those are like dog heads.
Yeah. That's always attacking me.
I was watching someone stream Bonanza Brothers earlier today, and between that game and this game, it really struck me just how many different art styles Sega was working with back then. Like, there wasn't a real house style. They were just like, what? Make something weird? Make something vaguely off-putting? Sure. It's art, baby. Not that I'm trying to say the Bonanza Brothers are off-putting. Oh, the top score screen is named Best Friends.
Aw, that's adorable. You got your ass kicked by the high score screen, honey.
There they are, the Dynamite Dukes.
Okay, so if Dukes is Latin for leader, that means that these are our new boss.
One day, Lucy was playing with her pets, Ben and Pin.
I know, and you, Black Shadow appeared and changed into... Okay, sorry. But anyway, Lucy, goodbye, Lucy.
Lucy, no, you became small and bubbled. We gotta go to rescue her.
And now they're small.
Now, in Japanese, you pronounce the name Bean as Bean, given that the letter I is pronounced like that. So another way to Romanize it is Bean, B-E-A-N. And some of y'all may have played a game called Sonic the Fighters, featuring a character named Bean the Dynamite.
I remember Bean the Dynamite.
That's him. That's him right here. He's the Dynamite Duck.
I like that the Italian restaurant has a really shitty sign for spaghetti in its window. That
Yeah.
just says, like, it looks like someone literally wrote, like, spaghetti on a piece of paper and just, like, with
Personally, I like the Kentucky Friend Chicken.
I do like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
So are we fighting, like, animals that have been stuffed? Because we're just fighting, like, their heads. Oh, my duck is nonplussed. I guess that's because he's low on energy.
There
Yeah,
you
okay.
go.
He ate a hamburger, so now he's fine.
That's fine. That's
Just like me.
I like that guy.
Very strange to play a game. You have to hold down the button to charge up your punch. You have a limited life meter. Occasionally you get a bazooka. We got any hardcore Dynamite Dux fans out there? If so, I have a question for you. What's up with this game? Why is it like this? Because, like, this is Altered Beast era Sega. This is Shinobi era. And here they were just being like, I don't know, ducks. They got bazookas. They can punch you. They like cake. This got a port to the Sega Master System, I think, and maybe some computers. So you may have played it there.
The Texas Garden!
Yeah, Texas Garden!
Man, what do you think that place is like?
Level 1 apparently takes place at the Domain here in Austin.
That would explain the spaghetti.
A lot of Dynamite Dukes hang out there.
Get his ass. Get his ass. Nice.
We did it. We put out the fire.
Stage 5 takes place in Texas. That's good.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I had no idea.
This is officially Texas culture. Move over, cowboy hats. It's Dynamite Duke's turn.
Let's rebrand. We're all about ducks now. What's more Texan than a duck?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Literally nothing. Oh, you got
Oh, they shoot out little rars. I bet you in Japan it says Gao.
So cute. Fuck, I love
This game's awesome. And again,
adorable.
I really love this era of Sega where they were messing around with different art styles. Like, not necessarily something they would stick with, but maybe something that would be unique and memorable for just one game. We got the Bonanza Brothers, we got Dynamite Dux, and that's all we need. I think this game's okay.
I think so too.
What other arcade duck games can we play?
Let's see here.
We got rats, we got moose. It's the total package. Don't call me cowboy hat. That's a slur. All right, let's take a look at an unreleased video game next up. This is a game called Quack, spelled Kwak. And weirdly enough, not the only arcade game spelled this way or named this way. There's a separate Quack game that was from the 70s. That one's not emulated, though. Here's one of many prototype games developed by Atari and then canceled before release.
Oh my god, it's like...
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes! This
Yeah.
is Alex! Yes!
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for the 50 bits, Carmen. Yes, Danny! Danny, this rules. Oh no, Danny, no!
So it's a sliding puzzle where you gotta guide the, oh boy.
Oh, Danny, no!
Hang on. There we go.
That baby died.
Well, the mom died too.
Oh, it
I
happened.
really split up the family there.
That's okay.
Oh, that's tragic. Atari made so many prototypes, especially in the 90s. Weird shit like Danger Express. Look that up sometime if you're not familiar. But there's one thing they love to do. It's to experiment and then throw away all their work. What's going to happen to this baby duck? Oh no, he's fine. I think we gotta... No. I was going to say it looks good for all the ducks, but apparently this one's going to be an orphan. If he makes it through it all. Go, baby duck, I believe. Sorry I couldn't move fast enough.
They're fine.
Yeah, Marble Madness, too. There's well-known ones. There's stuff they didn't tell anyone about. I want to do a stream of Atari prototypes someday.
You really should. I want to play Atari prototypes.
Oh, I guess as you move on, you only have as many ducks as you had at the end of the previous level. So we just have this one little duckling doing what he can. He can make it on his own.
Okay.
Is he going to be okay? He's going to go into a whirlpool here. That's Quack, an unreleased
Quack!
Atari arcade game where all the ducks are okay. They all made it home. They're living on a farm upstate. Don't worry about it.
They're fine. They're fine. It's fine.
Oh, rest in peace.
You killed a duck. Danny.
We got one more duck arcade game. This one's also apparently a prototype, but here in MAME it's listed as prototype with a question mark. So who can say if Rock Duck was ever officially released? Yeah, no duck has ever died.
Ducks are all alive. By
I've
Sass.
never heard of this one. I just looked up the word duck in MAME. That's a duck. What? Smart cat. Dirty pig.
Is this a hack?
I don't think so. Why does this duck have to learn his ABCs? Yeah, what do you... What? 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 Oh, all right.
Okay.
Cool. All right, let's learn our ABCs.
This is a hack of Techno Universal scrambled eggs.
Ah,
Okay.
yes, we played that during our techno stream. Yeah, I thought this looked familiar. But why the ducks? Why did they change everything? Were eggs not marketable enough? I love eggs. From my head down to my legs.
Who can afford them?
Yeah, you're telling me. Okay, we gotta bang together the ABCs so that they turn into different things. And then we collect that thing for big points. Again, we don't look very much like a duck, and I don't really like his horizontal animation. You see this?
Yeah, he's just bumping his belly.
Unfortunate this apparently didn't get released. This could have been a big hit. Maybe not as big of a hit as Dynamite Dux. But it did have ducks in it, and that's the most important part. Okay, the warm-up's over. That was beginner level derangement duck. Next up, we're gonna move up to a slightly more deranged level of duck on the Atari 2600.
Hell yeah. I love the derangement, honey.
Me too.
That's my favorite thing about the ducks.
Yeah, you enter this stream thinking it's gonna be a normal stream about ducks. These are computers, not consoles. Hang on, I'm good.
We're good. We're figuring it out.
Got a couple of duck games on Atari 2600. First up is a game that's mysteriously called Challenge. This was back when they would name games like football or golf, but Challenge?
Can we do that again?
Can we have someone come in and give us another name, like literally anything? Like Challenge Duck? No?
Just Challenge.
That's too much for you? Alright, here's Funvision's Challenge. What patriotic song is that?
Lord, grapes of wrath restored. Yeah, it's Glory, Glory, Hallelujah.
Oh, okay. Is that a patriotic song?
I get Battle Hymn of the Republic. Yes.
That's what it is. Yeah. Well, you're clearly a duck in this. You move around. You're quite duck-like. I thought about including Atari Adventure in tonight's stream because the dragons really do look like ducks, but they're not actually ducks. These, on the other hand, these are pure ducks. Not bad. That's bad. Let's give it one more attempt.
Okay. Danny, what are you doing?
I'm traveling around this maze as these lines are built around me. I'm going up one side and down the other. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Anyone want to give any extra context if anyone knows anything about this game? Is there a manual where they're all like, "You're in the Duck Wars of 2100"? The
Okay.
duck is hard to look at. Come on, he's trying his best here. You're looking at like 5 pixels of duck.
It looks like every time you pass through a place where the line is broken, you get a letter.
Okay. Oh yeah. That spells out an encouraging message.
Not.
Not. I want to get this.
Why don't you do the ones on the bottom?
I can't pass by.
Oh, because of the... Okay,
Yeah, the lines
see.
are blocking me. I have to go
Oh,
up.
I see. It's
I have
like
to
a
go up and then
maze.
left and then down and then left. Here, I'll show you.
Okay.
You gotta go all the way up. Yeah, you can't push left or right. You gotta be on the path.
I see.
A duck never deviates, they say. You know?
I do know. A duck never deviates, and a dog never dunks. That's not true. Dog springs for dunking.
I've seen so many dogs dunk.
I have. Good. Oh, man.
Oh my god. We got a challenge kill screen coming up. Challenge kill screen coming up if anyone's interested. Folks, I'm
We
officially not bad. Oh, delicious bonus points. When the ducks come marching in. And yeah, this is a 2600 game, so that's
I'm
it.
just gonna repeat, yeah.
We can do better. We can do deadlier. How about Deadly Duck?
Why is this duck deadly?
Well, you're gonna find out.
Okay.
Yep, this looks like a 2600 game. Mega Mania looking ass. Let's see what we got here.
Oh! Oh, this stuff's got firepower.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay.
Boy, this sure is 2600. It feels like every time I load up a random 2600 game, it's just this. Not to say that's bad. Space Invaders was a popular formula. Why not add ducks?
Okay, I do want to see the Deadly Duck cover. Wow! I posted
check
the
that
Deadly
shit
Duck
out.
cover. Yeah, this is a...
That's a deadly duck.
A murder duck. I love him.
Got him. So it looks like enemies drop things that block your path, so you're not necessarily guaranteed to have the entire width of the screen to scroll across. So that's kind of interesting. It's a little bit different. As for why this needed to be ducks, why not?
Why not?
That's probably what they said back then. Ducks, why not? Put it in. Now let's go smoke some weed in the boss's office.
Gotta love Atari.
Yeah. Those were good interviews in the Atari 50 collection. It's like, oh yeah, we were smoking weed every day. That's how we ended up with Deadly Duck.
Deadly Duck does feel like a stoner game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man, ducks. Ducks, you know?
What if a duck could shoot a gun, man?
That's my Jim Brewer impression.
That's a good Jim Brewer.
Jim Brewer is the only man who's ever gotten high. Those people don't even know who he is. We owe so much to the marijuana spokesman, Jim Brewer. It's probably not even true.
No.
Deadly Duck. You know? Pretty deadly.
I do know.
I wouldn't trust this duck. Let's move on. 2600, only so much you can do to show off the duck experience. I'm thinking we can do a little bit better on the Commodore 64.
Okay.
Now, often these these theme-based streams we do, they just end up mired in the Commodore 64, because it turns out there's a million C64 games about robots or about rats or whatever. But this time around, there's only a handful of duck games, so we can get through these pretty quick, I think. It's time for C64 ducks.
Fuck yeah. I mean, duck yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Alex, did you ever see 64 ducks?
No! I'm lucky if I see like 2 or 3.
Used to be a pond in San Antonio that the ducks went to. I fed them a lot of bread.
Did they like remove the ducks? Like, did they evict?
Oh, I don't know.
the ducks in San
They're probably
Antonio?
still there. I just haven't been there in a while.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sorry to make it sound like they did something to the ducks.
No, I like the idea of them just being like, sorry, ducks, you gotta go to New Braunfels. You're out of here.
The budget for the ducks dropped this year. You gotta move on.
Get out.
All right, we got a lot of duck games to pick from. Most of them are DuckTales. Again, no DuckTales tonight. That's my pledge to you. So let's play Ducks Ahoy. This game, not to set your expectations too high, but in my opinion, this game is delightful. I didn't even know this existed before researching this stream, but I bet if you had this as a kid, you would be over the moon.
I do love the Ducks Ahoy.
You can turn this up a little.
Oh, yeah, it's a little quiet. Let's,
There we go. Okay, so you control this little boat. And around Ducktown,
Look at their walking!
there's little
Yes!
ducks who go around walking, and you gotta pick them up and ferry them around to where they need to go. But you gotta watch out for the hippo. You can't let the hippo get you. Yeah, come on down. Your boyfriend's here.
Hold on. Oh, there's 2 of you.
Ooh, we got a player. Oh, they're not interested apparently.
Okay.
How about you?
I
You
saw
and
one duck just drop in the water earlier.
you in duck prison. Did I let a duck go?
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, here comes one. All right, get in the boat. The bubbles coming towards me are the deadly hippo. Duck, you gotta. Okay. The hippo is kind to us today. Oh, you can't fit 3 ducks in a boat? What were you
No,
thinking?
Of course not.
that's too many ducks!
Danny, this game is adorable.
I love this. They made this for a bunch of different computer platforms, apparently, and I had no idea this was a thing. Let's touch the hippo.
And you drown.
Then he laughs at you. That freaking hippo. Cartman, thank you for the 50 bits.
Thank you. Golden Ducks was our adventure. Golden Duck, that's good.
Okay, now, has anyone played this? And if so, do you know where you take the ducks? I haven't figured out that part. I know how to pick them up, and I know how to avoid the hippo. I just really love the bouncy animation that they have.
I love their animations in this. Maybe the thing in the middle?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, the box art for this game is amazing. Y'all gotta look at it.
Mm-hmm. In here? Down here? In here? Oh, do we take him into the Tunnel of Love?
Oh.
Hang on. Hang on. Nope. It was a good idea, but that's not apparently what you do. Well, then what the frick? I'm gonna stop off at every single drop-off point and see what I can do with these ducks. That duck just jumped in the water without me.
The other one's jumping too.
Oh, come on!
Do you have to push a button?
I'm pushing.
That was a good idea.
Here? What are you doing? They're on the Duck River walk right now.
Yeah, God, yeah. They're like, I'm going to the Duck Rainforest Cafe. It's all animatronics of humans.
Can't go up here. There's the number 3, which seems to indicate the number of ducks that have jumped into the water.
Deliver them to the beach.
The beach, eh?
Yes.
Alright, let's try.
So maybe the corner over there? Like there.
Could be, yeah. Aha! Hey, hey, hey! Look at me, the brainy gamer. Figured out how to play a children's game from 40 years ago.
Did Charles Barkley say that about the San Antonio River?
What did he say?
He said that it's not a river, it's a dirty creek.
What the fuck, Charles Barkley? Why'd you make it personal? Yeah, the river stinks, alright? It's on a public thoroughfare. There's lots of restaurants and people throwing shit into it and puking in it and whatever. But come on, when you have a publicly available river, it's gonna smell a little bit.
It's not that bad. It's not that.
I'm self-conscious now.
Okay, so I used to live in a town where we had a river that was down from the Salton Sea, and every year all the fish would die, and it would make the entire, like, a very large portion of the river smell awful, and nothing has ever been that bad. Nothing has ever been as bad as the river in Riverside when the Salton Sea die-off happens. The river in San Antonio, you're as dirty as you want to be, but you don't smell that bad. You don't smell like 100 dead fish. Thousands of dead fish, I should say.
Those of you who don't know, I'm from San Antonio, so I take that river seriously. I've been on the Riverwalk. I've been in parades.
Wait, you're in a parade?
Yes, I was in a river parade during one of the, I forget which celebration it was, but there's often these celebrations where they have all these floats go by. And I was... Ah, fuck! I was on a float for writing the best anti-drug essay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Good job, honey.
What that amounted to was 2 hours of being on a boat and having to smile and wave the entire time. And I got tired of it. Apparently I got a sour face after a while because one of the girls in the boat, like, tapped me and she was like, smile, smile, come on, you gotta smile. Well, I don't want to smile. The ducks smell... The river smells. Charles Barkley is right. Why are we even doing anything? That's Ducks Ahoy. That story went places, not necessarily places I expected either. Let's play Ducky Dan.
Who's Ducky Dan?
Well, let's find out.
Ducky Dan, the duck man.
No, that's a different duck.
Okay, sorry. Oh, okay.
Ducky Dan. Greets to all ducks. You shit. Hey, come on.
Yeah, shit.
Kids are watching
#1
this.
Called Ducky Dan.
Kids are watching this family-friendly duck stream and seeing all these S words and F words. I don't even want to say it. Disgusting. Lucky Dan playing Ducky Dan. That's me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Italian. Here we are. Ducky Dan. Cartman, thank you for the bits.
You are.
No ducks given.
So you're. What the fuck are those?
Ducky Dan's demons.
Damn, Ducky.
He's ascending to heaven after the events of Quack. But there's demons trying to stop him. When you don't press a button, you automatically shoot upwards. Otherwise, you shoot the direction you're going.
Yeah, this isn't a shoot 'em up. It's a shoot 'em duck.
If we let those puns continue, it's just gonna get worse all night. So by all means. These enemy sprites are kind of terrifying. These aren't the duck's natural enemies.
They are evil humanoids according to the instructions.
Oh, who's the evil corn monster I just killed?
Corn Man.
That makes sense. He's keeping his corn from the ducks.
Famous Indiana cryptid.
What about these things that are crapping eggs? Are those humanoids?
They don't look humanoid to me. One of them looks like a pile of shit.
Yeah, that's the corn man.
Okay, you're right. Corn Man.
Got him. Got his ass at the last second. That's a Chivo. I don't think there's C64 achievements. Isn't that weird? Do they not care?
They don't care about the ducks, apparently.
No NES Three Stooges achievements? No C64 achievements?
No Lightspan achievements?
Yeah, well, there's achievements for those Phoenix Games games. Like if you watch all of Animal Soccer World, you get Chivos for that.
I would like to be the #1 fucker when it comes to... Sorry, I don't like cursing so much in these duck streams.
#1 fucker. Cell tape good emote. Very appropriate. That's Ducky Dan. He was not successful on his journey to heaven. Sorry.
He was rescuing his girlfriend, by the way.
Oh, okay. The watering can, kids. That's a clue. How about Gertie Goose?
Danny,
Now I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. Goose, not a duck. But I think this game does include ducks.
Okay. I don't know about this Gertie.
That's pretty close to a Gritty Goose, actually.
Stop the thieves!
Yeah, there was a game called
Gertie
Get
Goose!
Ace. We're not playing that one. We're not playing your weird homebrew software. We're playing innocent, pure duck games.
Danny! She's got legs and she knows how to use them.
Gertie Goose. Let's do it. That goose got legs for days.
The goose is loose.
Hubba hubba. What do you think, Alex?
No.
No, do not terminate all deep. GG. Wow, we beat the game already. Cool. The lost eggs of Gertie Goose. You think Dizzy is a lost egg of Gertie Goose?
God, yes. He needs to return home.
You're in control of Gertie Goose. Stolen your 8 eggs.
Forest demons have stolen your 8 eggs. Beat the master demon by collecting most of your lost eggs.
We gotta
Those
beat the
goose
master
were made
demon.
for walking. Thanks for the bits, Cartman. That's the demon who stole your eggs. Totally normal.
Maybe we should have destroyed all demons.
Very cool. Let's see what the box art looks like. Ah, she does have legs.
There we go. Okay, we're in control of Gertie Goose. We gotta get our eggs back. From the demons? Demons steal my egg. Oh, this is a Zelda-like.
Cult of the Goose, 1985. Thanks for the bits. Man. Gertie.
That is a well-defined bird, let me tell you. Not many birds had as many pixels dedicated to their sprites as this one. Oh no, the demons are after Gertie Goose.
This does feel like a ZX Spectrum port.
Can I do anything? Or do I just, like, avoid the demons?
Is that an egg?
Egg. Honky Donk, thank you for the bits.
You know what? You should have just used Gertie to destroy your demons.
You both have the same problem. You both want... I just killed the shit out of that demon. Nice. I guess you just tread upon them as the mighty Gertie Goose. She is a lot bigger. Boy, you see 64, folks. You had a lot of good bird games, let me tell you. Geese. Ducks. Ducks Ahoy. It's gonna be hard to top Ducks Ahoy tonight, I think. Egg 2. Are these like different level segments we go to for the eggs? Because I don't think I've seen other eggs. I think these are the only two I've seen.
No, I've seen some eggs.
Have you?
They're all different colors. You can tell that they're an egg because they're on a pedestal.
Oh, they're different colors. Okay. All right.
Yeah, there's a brown egg there.
It's a literal damn Easter egg hunt. Oh, you got to point these out because I can't see them.
Oh, yeah, there's one there.
Okay.
I'm literally using my mouse pointer. There you go. There's a purple one. That one's actually really hard to see.
That one's really hard to see. Holy shit. What happens when we find all the eggs?
You make breakfast.
Alex.
Listen. Number 2 of the all-time top 10 NAF... Oh, C64 games. Okay. Is NAF like British Kusoge?
Shall Gertie Goose get the chop? Oh my god. No, I don't want to get the chop. Why is that a choice? Gertie Goose gets to the root of the... Oh, these are level titles, a la ZX Spectrum style. Are there eggs in here?
I don't know.
I don't see any. Get out of here, demon. Demons be gone.
There's an egg.
Where? Ah! I don't know, do we want this one? It looks kind of spoiled.
It's fine.
Do you unlock these buildings by getting eggs? Looks a bit fishy.
Good spelling of fishy.
I don't see an egg in here. How about in here?
A swamp won't get Gertie Goose unstuck.
We're in a swamp? Alright, well, Gertie Goose is going to have to deal with the fact that I collected about half of her eggs.
She's fine, don't worry about it.
And she keeps dropping them, or the demons keep getting them and putting them back? I don't like this.
I don't like that demons are attacking you. I think that's not very nice of them.
Gertie Goose plays the wild card in a bid to win. What? Okay. We did it. We played the wild card and a demon stole my egg. That's good. Happy for you, Gertie Goose.
Me too.
Congrats on everyone with the Gertie Goose emote. Inspired by Gertie Goose. Alright, it's time to quit fucking around. There is one major C64 game starring a duck, and we gotta play it. We absolutely have to. We have to play Howard the Duck. Who's seen this movie?
I have.
I have not. Would you recommend it? Untouchable Cracking Force presents Howard the Duck.
I don't know what you would get out of it. I know what I as a furry got out of it, but I don't know what you would get out of it.
Phantom Shark, Kid Ice, JJ the Breaker, and Father Time.
Okay, all these crackers have good names.
Bring you, wow, the X-Men, the Knights of Fortune, the Florida Bandit.
You do get duck nudity in Howard the Duck, that's true.
Oh yeah, there's duck boobs in it. Okay, you got me. I forgot about the duck boobs.
I like the comic, but I haven't seen the movie in a very long time. Nocturne Duskclaw, thanks for the raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid. You're just in time for Howard the Duck on C64. Sebmal's the Florida Bandit. I knew it. Stealing these poor people's hard work and distributing it for people to play on the internet. Thank you for doing that. Ooh. Oh, is it gonna... Yeah! Yeah! Howard the Duck. He's doing the thing.
I love how he looks. Yeah, Cartman. We've only got a few ducks with nudity in them. Thanks for the bits. New ducks.
Already better than the movie. Are you sure about that?
This is how things should look.
Why don't games have good graphics like this anymore?
That's Howard. That's Howard. This does not bode well.
Why are you all screaming? This is a very accurate depiction of Howard the Duck.
It's Howard.
This is a really elaborate introduction, and also you can't skip it. Pretty sure you have to watch this every time. Screenshot. That was a really good duck face.
That was an amazing duck face.
This is your brain on drugs. Thank you for the bits.
I've got a dark overlord is going to lure Howard into a trap.
Oh no. Oh, that's the island. I haven't played this. This is sort of like an open-ended adventure game, a la Takeshi no Chosenjo, apparently. He knows Quack Fu.
Oh.
Unknown to Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck and Geese Howard never met.
They'd have a lot to talk about. They've both probably been thrown out of buildings more than once. My name is... Duck.
Good name.
So it thinks I'm one of them. Alright, here we go. Howard the Duck!
Oh, that's not how Howard looks.
No, that's Howard.
Okay.
That's Howard the Duck. He has half an hour to do something.
The screen's really small. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, we got that. I always hear this game talked about, specifically the C64 version, and it's mostly people being like, there's a Howard the Duck game? And yeah, same. No, not the quicksand! Ooh, no, 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 come on! He makes a very Atari jump sound effect.
Do you think they were trying to make an Atari game at some point?
Maybe. Oh, okay, you hold the button and then you push a different direction to make him kick in that direction. Look at this.
This is not considered a good game? You don't say.
That's a pretty funky dance, Howard.
Good Howard.
Show me how you do it. Oh my god. Okay. From here? Yes. Yes. No. If I had this as a kid, I probably would have cried. Also, my parents probably... No, they probably would have let me watch Howard the Duck. Hey!
Hey!
Okay, we can continue the adventure. You got this game for your birthday? That rules!
Oh my god.
Wow, Howard the Duck for C64. Well, I'm not sure I can figure out much of how to do anything in this game. You were promised duck boobs. Maybe we get to that later. Thank you for the bits. What is he... He doesn't seem like he's enjoying this. But I don't want to be swept away by the current. You have to, like, mash? Huh? Howard, I don't get you.
Yeah, tell Mom the game doesn't work, so she has to bring it back.
He seems to have, Okay, no, we're good. I thought we got stuck on the jagged rocks. Let's go up here. Maybe I was a bit too ambitious trying to go that far right.
There you go.
Very mysterious game soft, this Howard the Duck.
I love that!
That's
okay.
great. Oh, man. How can you say this is a bad game? He shakes his butt. What are you? Take that, demon. We're still in Gertie Goose's world. Yeah, seal up the enemy lair. Take that.
Good.
Kick
Stomp
sand
on
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it. Ha! I'm Howard the Duck. So there's multiple different types of gameplay in this as far as I know. It takes a while to get to it, so we're not going to see it. But this is the multimodal Howard the Duck game you've always dreamed of. It's just here on C64. Hang on, I gotta stomp this hole.
Stomp it.
Eh.
Oh, it generates enemies. Oh.
Take that hole.
Terminate all holes, says Howard.
That's Howard the Duck. You can't say we never streamed Howard the Duck, because now we have. I'm kind of interested in that game. That was I want to see more. Where does that go? Where could the story possibly lead? And do they have the duck boobs on the C64? Play Howard the Duck to find out.
What if I don't want to play Howard the Duck?
Well, then maybe you can play a game for a console.
Ugh.
You know, for babies like you, since you can't handle advanced microcomputers.
That's fair.
You may enjoy the Sega Mega Drive, aka the Sega Genesis, which has one duck game.
Okay.
And those of you all who know the Genesis library, you already know what this is. It's Vic Tokai's Socket, the Time Duck. Known in Japan as Time Dominator First. That's him. Oh, one non-Disney duck game. I said at the top of the stream we're not going to cover Disney games, because otherwise that would take up the whole stream. And you don't need me to tell you about Disney.
No, you already know what Disney is.
DuckTales good, Quackshot good. Now Socket. Here's a duck I can get into.
This game has good aesthetic.
It does. This game probably should have gotten more attention than it did, but maybe not that much more attention. This is very much a mascot platformer, designed in the vein of Sonic and Bubsy, intending to be Vic Tokai's big mascot character who would take them all on. In the end, he didn't make a single bit of relevance. No one remembers Socket the Time Duck.
I remember Socket the Time Duck.
Well, Alex remembers Socket the Time Duck.
I actually only remember it because we streamed it before.
He has time control powers or something. He runs on electricity, so he's a clean duck. And he's vaguely Sonic-like with these levels that you have to traverse.
I like that you have to plug yourself in to get electricity.
That part I kind of like, yeah. You know, Austin's a really friendly place for Socket the Time Duck.
Yeah, there's plenty of places for him to charge. There you go. Charge up, buddy.
Now, this game makes a pretty good first impression with the first level. It's just like it goes fast and it feels good to play. But the more you play this, the more you start to dislike Socket the Time Duck. Because eventually it introduces labyrinth areas, which are pretty much big mazes. I think some of them are full of teleporters. And it doesn't really mesh well with the whole fast gameplay of this. Still, I'd take it over something like Zool. Who put all these holes in the level environment?
It's Sonic.
Freaking Sonic!
Well, yeah, Sonic was like, I'm getting really into holes now.
Screw saving the world, I'm digging holes!
There's a really good book you should read about it.
It's called Holes! Sonic, can you stop saying it like that?
Holes!
I don't know, this game's okay.
This game's alright.
It's one of the better games Vic Tokai made for the Mega Drive, along with freaking Mazin Saga, was that them? Pretty sure it was.
I think so.
And of course, Decap Attack.
Classic.
Overall, I'd say this game isn't quite as good as Decap Attack, but it does its own thing. And as a late Genesis game, it has this look and style to it that I kind of like. It feels like he really wants to be Dynamite heady, but I'm not sure that game was known at the time this was developed, so it may have just been coincidental. Okay, don't sound the alarm. I'm plugging him in. I know my duck's almost out of energy.
Help me, I'm the duck.
It's better than Kid Cool. I'll give them that. Oh, here's one of the hated labyrinth areas. Why did they put these in the game? I guess to be like, oh, you're not going to beat this in a rental.
Yeah, I know. We gotta be more like Sonic, add more labyrinths.
Yeah,
Also, you put this duck underwater.
that was everyone's favorite zone in Sonic. The Labyrinth Duck Zone. Get in the zone, Duck Zone. I don't know. Socket? Better than average. Just don't expect anything super great. Still, if you're looking for a game with a duck in it, this is one of them.
I think I'd rather play Ducks Ahoy, thank you.
Yeah, Ducks Ahoy is pretty hard to tear myself away from. I'm still thinking about those ducks in the boat.
They're so good.
Good ducks.
I mean the ducks in the boat that, like, capsized?
Yeah, when a third duck tried to join in. Sorry, ducks.
Sorry, ducks.
Sorry, Socket. Actually, does he have a an attitude pose when you make him stop for a while?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. He smirked.
Just
Look at that
barely.
smirk. This freaking guy. Who does he think he is? Socket, the time duck. Oh, also it's just called Socket. I made up the subtitle, the time duck, because that's what he is. You gotta know. Let's go to Game Boy.
Okay.
Let's shrink down those ducks. Shrink them on down. Pop them in
Baby
your
ducks.
mouth.
Don't
do that.
Don't do that. You
Enjoy
don't know
them.
where these ducks have been.
Enjoy them from afar. Now, I mentioned we wouldn't be playing the more conventional Daffy Duck games, but there is one Game Boy Daffy Duck game that y'all gotta see. I believe we've streamed it before, but it bears repeating. Or maybe it ducks repeating?
It ducks repeating.
Let's play Daffy Duck Foul Play. And if you're wondering if this is the one Game Boy Daffy Duck game, yeah, it is. This came out in 1999.
Really?
Yeah, the smooth Daffy game. You want to see how smooth Daffy can be?
Kind of, yeah.
Check out this smooth-ass duck. Daffy Duck has all the animation frames. Look at just when he stops. The animation when he stops is more animation frames than Mario had in the original Mario. To say nothing of his lavish eating sprite. So this is a game that, yeah, at this point, Game Boy Color was out, allowed for larger cartridges, and why not fill up the cartridge space with 1,000,000 frames of Daffy Duck getting beaten up?
I don't know if I'm using the word right. Is this like Sakuga?
Yeah, this is Sakuga, yeah.
Sakuga, yeah.
And the whole plot of the game is, I think Daffy Duck's invincible, but, like, he has a stomach meter. No, wait, no, I'm losing lives every time I do this. Yeah, got his ass. Man, he falls over and it's just like 12,000 frames. Do I have bombs or anything? Oh, I do. Okay. Folks, Daffy Duck has dynamite. That's bad news for everyone.
Good, I got rid of the mouse traps. He turned into meat! You ate the dog, dude!
Yeah. If only the humans turned into human meat.
That's so weird!
That's kind of fucked up. I really like the animation in this game. It's really suited to the Looney Tunes style. Daffy would do all this weird shit, and he would weirdly animate the whole time. Yeah, I wasn't gonna fall for the old the pitchfork on the
He's
ground
ice
thing.
cream now?
Yeah, he's ice cream now. Mmm, dog ice cream. May I push this? I can. Wow, you can really feel the force he's exerting.
Oh, look at him go.
One of the better Duck games I've played tonight. Not quite up there with Ducks Ahoy. Still a pretty good... a good romp in its own right. I haven't used the word romp ever since I stopped writing for games. Games writers love using the word romp.
They sure do!
This is a pleasant romp, they might say. It used to be a British thing, but then somehow the Americans subsumed it, so everyone was having romps.
We were romping all. Uh-oh.
Loves the anime versus screen there. Ow!
This romp is a mixed bag. Okay, Bugs, what is your problem? Bugs.
Jeez. I'm just a Daffy Duck here.
They're fighting. As to what this famous couple is fighting over, I don't know.
Oh, who even knows? It's different every day with them. Give me that. Look at this animation.
Calm down, man!
Developers of early Famicom games just looking at this and crying. Being like, I made 20 games that took up that amount of ROM space. Oh, I like his new look, though.
He's good.
That's Daffy Duck, foul play, and his million frames of animation for Game Boy Color. Alex, you know what time it is?
Oh, no. Well, good thing I need to leave for a second.
Okay. Alex needs to go, apparently. Just in time for Ed the Duck. Let's go.
Once again, Ed appears.
Ed the Duck, a.k.a. We're Back, a Dinosaur Story, a.k.a. Hugo, a.k.a.
Alex.
Alex. Yeah, Alex was in this at one point. There he is. It's Ed the Duck. A.k.a. Radical Rex. This is the Radical Rex Game Boy game. A really funny part. Let me take you behind the scenes of Retro Pals while Alex is gone here. The way I set up the Mascot Friday streams lately is I pick one game to show off, and then, like, I just make a list of other games for Alex to pick from. So I was setting this up for Game Boy, and I was like, oh, hey, We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. That might be a fun game to show off. Completely misremembering that we'd played this every single Mascot Friday, patron request gauntlet. Someone kept requesting different versions of this game as a bit, which was a good bit. But even though I'd played all of those, I put together that list thinking, oh, We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. I wonder what that is. That's probably going to be good to see. And then Alex, also not remembering, picked the game thinking, oh, We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. I bet that's a cool game to show off. So that's... Oh, the game audio is extremely low. I'll tell Alex to fix that when he gets back. We played this more than any other game we played on stream, and it made so little impression on us that we were just like, oh yeah, we're Back, a Dinosaur Story. That sounds good. That sounds like something we've never seen before.
Talking about how we have to constantly play this game as penance.
Yeah, and it still leaves no impression on us whatsoever. You're going to have to turn this up a little bit, by the way.
Oh, yeah, let me fix that. There we go. So they can all hear Ed.
So even though we played this more than any game, as soon as we quit this, we're going to completely forget it exists again. Ed the Duck.
Doesn't he look great? Copyright Ed the Duck. Yeah, Ed the Duck is a puppet.
Yeah. Anyway, this is a prototype. They never released this version. But Ed the Duck was almost in this godforsaken game that was reskinned at least 6 or 7 times, and which will completely exit our memory as soon as we're done here. Okay, I want to avoid the spikes that are coming up here. I've never done this. Every single time I play this, every life, I bump into those spikes. Hey, look! I did it! See? I can be taught.
You need to be edited into this game.
I mean, you're in it.
I know. You need to be. You need that opportunity.
That's enough, Ed the Duck. Stay tuned for the next time that we play it, which is bound to be every week from this point forward. All right, so that concludes the normal portion of the program. These are ducks that are about normal level of deranged. You saw Gertie Goose battle her demons. That's about the most twisted you could get there. Let's ratchet it up a little bit. Ratchet it up to, say, Amiga levels.
Okay, we're on the Amiga, folks.
Let's move up from Game Boy to Amiga. Amiga got ducks. Amiga got several ducks. Let's start off with a game with the most incredible title. Count Duckula in No Sax, Please, We're Egyptian.
Okay, Count Duckula.
That's literally what they called it. Yeah, that's what they called it. No sax, please. We're Egyptian. I don't know. It's a game about me. Nickelodeon used to show this all the time
Constantly.
when they only had like 3 shows to play. So I ended up seeing a lot of Count Duckula back then. Him and his buddy Danger Mouse.
Good
Oh yeah,
Duckula.
his butler and his maid. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh. No sax, please. You think kids would have gotten that? Do you think I would have gotten that? Does anyone get that?
Isn't the reference to no sex please were British?
Oh, okay. You're a more worldly and traveled kid than I was.
I think that's what it's a reference to. Chad, if I'm wrong, tell me that I suck. That is the reference. Okay.
Okay, what is that?
I don't know. I just literally, I only know about it because I saw the reference somewhere else.
I'm not sure I like his front-facing sprite. He turns very wide, and he does it every single time you stop.
I do like wide Duckula.
As if to say, what do we do now, boss? I'm wide now.
Walking like a duck Egyptian. Thank you, Cartman.
Hey, no sax, please.
Okay. No Sex Please Were British is a movie. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, they never released that over here. And I'm sure a 7-year-old wouldn't have seen it. I don't know. Maybe you British kids were watching all the sex movies. They let you do. They let you do anything
You don't
over
know
there.
what's going on in other places.
Y'all do how you want across the pond. I'm just here to try and understand your strange references. Music's kind of a banger.
It is.
Nothing like this in the show, I think. In the show, he's just like a vampire duck in his castle.
Yeah.
And he
he's
keeps
got
having
servants.
problems.
Yeah. Do we see him kill anyone in Count Duckula?
Folks, does Count Duckula kill? Anyone remember any episodes where he just killed a guy? Oh, you lose time when you come into contact with enemies. I see. So this is a time-limited video game. Let's just go ahead and drain all that. Let's see the really cool game over screen that I'm sure this game has.
You have failed to find the mystical sax. Igor is not pleased with you at all. Game over.
Not pleased with you at all.
Game over.
I don't know. Count Duckula. What do you want? Oh, he's a vegetarian because they use ketchup instead of blood when reviving him. How delightful. Well, if you like that, I got good news. There's a Count Duckula 2, featuring Tremendous Terrence. That's the title.
Okay. Tremendous Terrence, huh?
Count Duckula 2. Let's see if this is any better. Oh, it has second button support.
For a second button?
Damn.
Good remix of the theme.
Duckula 2. Yeah, let's go. Easy game for me, please. Here we go. Duckula 2. Oh, the system name just says Ducks. It was supposed to be changed, but that's okay.
Oh, sorry.
It's going to say Ducks for the rest of the stream now. I've decided.
Okay.
Well. Do we have a game here? Duckula? I assumed you would work.
Duckula?
You were in the Amiga launcher. That means you've been verified to work. Maybe it's the second button that's breaking it. Thank you for the bits.
Thank you.
Game crashed. Too many buttons. 2 buttons? You're trying to map a button to jump? Are you crazy? You're crazy like a vampire duck.
Now they're just staring at you.
I don't like this. I don't like their judgment. Let's just assume this is better than No Sax Please Were Egyptian.
Okay.
Oh, I really wanted to see Tremendous Terrence, though. I'm just going to have to imagine a big beefy duck man. Instead, let's go back to old reliable. Ed the Duck.
God damn it, we're never escaping Ed.
You can't go wrong with Ed the Duck. I don't know who Ed the Duck is.
Ed the Duck is, like, that's him.
Jesus Christ! Now that's a title screen. And Wilson, too.
This is kind of sick. This is kind of sick.
Bloop, bloop. Damn, he's cool. Costume and set design.
Thank you, David.
That's a cool fucking duck.
I wish I was this cool.
Man, when Sass is saying fake game, you know you've gone too far. Brian Jobling. It's such a good fake name for an office worker. Oh, you are the best boy, Paul Rand.
I do support British TV children's puppets. I like them a lot. Oh God. Sorry, the music's a little...
Whoa. Whoa.
This is Amiga to me.
This is the most Amiga game I've ever seen. Oh, it's a Rainbow Islands like? Can you get on the enemies? No, you just freeze them. That's okay.
That's a shame.
Ed the Duck in a Rainbow Islands like. It's true. Tell your mom. See, I said mum. That's me trying to make bridge the gap between America and Europe. Trying to extend an olive branch.
Thank you for trying to unite us.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I do. I bring folks together. And I kill Ed the Duck.
Goodbye, Ed.
Every Amiga game has this stomping soundtrack, you know? Just like with a really driving beat. Even Ed the Duck.
Yeah, where are the killer water droplets?
I'm sure they're in here. They at least have the decency to make them fish and things. Fish aren't a very... I don't know. They don't strike me as being very enemy-like, but that's okay.
Oh, I see. So when it's in Mario, you're like, oh, I love Big Bertha. I love these fish. But when it's in Ed the Duck, you're like,
oh,
no.
I love Big Bertha. You made me sound like a freak pervert.
Yeah, you're a pervert for Big Bertha the fish.
I love when the big fish eats the Italian man. That's what games are about, baby. That's the difference between Americans and Europeans.
That's what Ed the Duck looks like, by the way.
Oh, okay.
He's kind of a shitty puppet, and I like that.
I appreciate that. He's not a perfect puppet. The jumps in this are hard to make because you have a little bit of momentum behind whatever you do. Oh, oh boy. So you need to be like at the edge of here before you make this jump. There we go. That's how you freaking play Ed the Duck. Finally, it's time we quit screwing around and get some real gaming going on here. Oh.
You're being yelled at by the director, honey.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Looks worse than the puppets from your last stream, Alex. Those were some puppets, let me tell you. Ed the Duck and Wilson, too. Oh, Wilson is the hand, apparently.
Oh.
Well, that's not all we've seen of Ed the Duck. There's a sequel on Amiga. Y'all want to see more Ed the Duck, right? Mm-hmm. He's back with a Quack. I didn't make that up. There's no way I could come up with that.
Good.
The official subtitle. Here he comes. Whoa!
Wow, I love him. Oh my god!
He's stoned.
Danny?
These are graphics.
I'm Ed the Duck. Look at him. That's so good.
Ed the Stoner Duck for a young generation. Alright, let's go. Ed the Duck 2. Bullets? There's a vending machine with bullets?
That's cool.
May I buy them? No. I just died. Oh, you do have a gun, apparently.
They shoot pies.
Oh.
Got 3 pies left.
Okay.
2 pies left.
Mom, can we get bullets from the bullet vending machine? Mom, give me a quarter. Lots of bullets.
You're out of pies now.
They have a Pokemon machine at the HEB now.
Yeah, I showed Danny. It was so funny because I didn't even notice it. It's by self-checkout. And
What? Ed the Duck can't swim. He can't swim.
He can't swim.
He's a duck. It's Ed the Duck in the USA. Yeah, we love our bullet vending machines. Everything kills poor Ed the Duck. Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those Pokemon Center vending machines. I think it sells cards. I just know that I went to HEB and when I was checking out, I heard a customer ask an employee, what's that thing? And the employee, who sounded like they were dying inside, was like, that's a Pokemon machine. And I involuntarily saw the Pokemon vending machine, and I made this noise. Ooh! I don't mean to, but...
So we're no longer allowed back at that HEB.
I don't know if the scalpers have cleaned it out because it wasn't working. It was under maintenance. It's not even listed on the Pokemon vending machine website, so it's a secret vending machine.
Oh, is it maybe a bootleg?
No, it's real. It's an official one for sure.
I want to get past the first jump in this game.
Okay,
all right?
I think you can do it.
I think I'm smarter than this British children's game. Time has proven me wrong before, though. Pie. There we go.
There you go.
See? See? We're gaming now. People saying I can't play Ed the Duck. Check this shit out. I got all the Ed the Duck achievements.
Yeah, once the Pokemon vending machine is like open for business, I'll see what it sells, but I'm assuming it's just cards. I'm assuming HEB was like, we want that scalper money. We want to take money from scalpers.
Yeah, give me some cards. Give me a Jigglypuff.
Okay,
Give me a Psyduck.
Jordan, thanks for the raid. Welcome.
Hey Jordan, thanks for the raid. How was your virtual highlight run? Hope that went well. Jordan's having a Sega Saturn week over on his channel. Highly recommend following him. He had the classic virtual highlight experience of having a single weapon going into Dracula, using a random scroll, and the scroll turning his single weapon into an herb. So he had to reset. It's always good to see that happen in real time to a person.
This game feels like a scunny game with a higher frame rate.
Wow, harsh, but true. Gaming? Gaming? Yeah, let me in. Let me in. I beat the level. Do I need to get this hat? No, he died.
You got one shot by the spikes in the labyrinth. Ugh.
They'll do that. Oh, that part's tough. Keep at it, though. That game is very rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Also rewarding, the Commodore Amiga, which we've been playing over the last few Duck games. Next, and last, for this, at least for this particular Amiga segment, it's a game called Quack, spelled K-W-A-K exclamation mark. There are now 3 games with that title that we've covered on this stream. Do people just have no imagination? Are there just a limited number of things you can call a duck game?
Quack, duck, egg. Team 17, okay.
Another question I want to ask you, even though it's not present on the title screen here, on the box, the Quack is spelled with an exclamation mark. Why do so many duck games include an exclamation mark in the title? Have you noticed this?
Danny, I can't get over how cute this duck is.
He's pretty good. This, I gotta say, not a bad little duck game.
It's a good-looking duck.
It's a single-screen platformer, a la Bubble Bobble. Only this one's more about just finding the exit. Ducks are rambunctious, that's true. Quacking is never done quietly, also a good answer.
I do like that Quack on the cover has a bad attitude. He looks sassy as shit. That's good.
It's a sassy duck.
JJ Squawkers is a chicken, I think. I don't think they're ducks.
Oh, that's hard to say. I never saw JJ Squawkers as a duck. But, no, I could see how you came to that conclusion. Well, shit. Alright, if you feel like the stream is missing JJ Squawkers, then check out JJ Squawkers. Or its bootleg version, Simpson Jr.
I saw Simpson Jr. the other day. What was that?
Unfortunately, it's just a title screen hack. He doesn't.
Aw.
It's not a poorly drawn Bart Simpson.
God,
That would be the most amazing game ever made, though. This game's not bad, though. It's Quack for the Amiga.
It is Quack.
Just another game where you play as a bird and you gotta collect fruit and get to the exit.
All right, chats like JJ is a Squawkers is a parrot. I guess.
Oh,
that's
a parrot.
true.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
Good.
why he's green. So ducks? Well, when it comes to the Commodore Amiga, maybe stay away from the licensed ducks. Count Duckula and Ed the Duck are kind of disappointing. This game, though, this gets it done. This might be the duck game that you crave. Oh, but there is one Amiga duck that everyone knows and loves, right?
Mm-hmm.
One duck we absolutely have to cover. It's not Quack. It's not Ed the Duck. It's not Count Duckula. Folks, it's time to play Donk the Samurai Duck. Released on the Amiga and also the Amiga CD32. So we gotta get a custom launcher to play the CD32 version. Because we gotta. The famous song we play in our intro all the time about never being that high before and touching Kevin. That's the Donk the Samurai Duck thing. And weirdly enough, in this version, I could get the game to work, but the title screen music doesn't work. So try and keep that in your mind as you play this. Okay, so where it says A1200, click that and click CD32. Now click the CD icon up there. And then click the page icon. Yeah, and then click the Donk cue sheet. Weirdly enough, all the other music in this works, but not the title screen. So
That's
just
sad.
click start.
Okay.
You're gonna have to imagine the love theme of Donk the Samurai Duck. I've never been so high before.
Just
This is a
touch
song
Kevin.
about a duck. Look at that. They're wearing one pair of shades.
The hit.
Donk, the Samurai Duck. Now, when this game was being developed, he wasn't known as Donk. His original prototype name, you have an image to show for this.
Oh yeah.
Folks, you want to know what his original prototype name was?
What was it, honey?
It was this. It was Dong. He was originally going to be called Dong the Samurai Duck. I don't know why they changed it. I don't know why they changed his design. He was perfect as he was. But
Donk!
during development, and you can actually find this prototype version on a cover disc in Amiga Format Magazine, April 1993. You can play a version of this game where he was called Dong the Samurai Duck. More information on this, if you look up Holly Heck Maybe Donk on YouTube. She has an archive of her stream where she explained all the history of Donk and his forebear Dong.
Dong.
But that's him, that's Dong. All right, I need focus for the screen now. Let's do it. Let's Donk.
Okay, I had to turn the audio down.
Now, I don't know what the screen is trying to impart. Like, you can change the controls, and also the ducks get more pissed off as you do it. You can at least give the jump a button. Yeah, you like that controller? That's an actual Amiga CD32 controller.
That is what primo controllers look like.
Yeah, that's premium. And since this is a CD version, you get cutscenes that aren't in the floppy disk version. The year is 2112. Music is long dead, and the band Rush is here to uncover it.
Thank you, Rush.
You ever hear 2112?
No.
It's playable in Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. The entire first side of the album.
Really?
Yeah. And Rush narrates it.
Hello, I'm Rush. That's what it sounds like.
They're Canadian.
I know, that's so mean to the poor... What has Canada ever done to me?
Let's go. Alright, so this is a game where you're a nice little duck, and everything's cool. You might even say everything is ducky. And then, oh shit, oh god, everything's gonna explode. It's red.
Wait, what happened?
It's an emergency. We gotta get out. Help! Help, everybody! I'm a duck. Jeez, help! Fuck! This is how the game starts, Alex. It just immediately sets you into emergency mode. And it's like, have fun, fucker.
Donk is kind of cool.
Donk is kind of cool. I don't know about that Dong fellow. This is an emergency. We have duck gaming. So immediately it makes things very hard to see. It makes it very stressful. It's a hell of a way to start off your video game about a cartoon duck, let me tell you. This is an emergency. The duck is on the loose.
Why is this game so interesting?
I don't know. The floppy version doesn't start with that level. That is an exclusive Amiga CD32 edition. Or it just starts you right off the bat running from the law or whatever. Yeah, you like the screen? Again, exclusive to the CD version. That's why we bought a CD32. Nobody bought a CD32.
I was going to say, who bought a CD32?
Okay, level 2 a bit more normal, so you can appreciate what the game is actually like, instead of just being thrown into hell, frame 1. You're Donk. You're Samurai Duck. You jump, and in doing so, you swing your sword wildly, and you collect little doodads. If you looked at that preview of Dong, they really don't do much to talk up the game. They're just like, hey, it's another platformer where you collect things. You know, one of those. Like, even they don't sound too excited about it.
Come on, you like that, right? Right?
Very simple game. Just find all the stuff, get to the exit. But boy, they sure talked it up for a really long time, and they gave it a great theme song. Here's the best part of the game. Pressing down ducks.
Oh!
And if you keep it held down, he explodes. It's a suicide button.
Okay!
Just duck things. Cool. Yeah, that's readable. Would you play this on a CD32?
Yes.
It's better than Kung Fu. I'll give him that.
Yeah, everything is nice and big and colorful.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. It's also kind of hard on the eyes. It's hard to read specifically what things are.
I felt the same way about Socket.
Yeah, these duck games. Maybe they're meant to be played by ducks with duck eyes.
Do ducks have really good vision?
Yeah, they can see in 1080p. That's true, right?
I think so.
We missed a gem somewhere.
The P in 1080p stands for peas. If you don't know it, ducks love peas.
All ducks want is 1080p's. Oh, there's a lot of gems here. You fucking... I'm alright.
You're good?
I'm not cursing at the children's game for Amiga. Now I am. Because it put me back at the beginning of the level. Huh? Old timer? You see up at the top? It's calling me an old timer because I can't appreciate Donk the Samurai Duck.
I guess.
I'm too stuck in my old ways to appreciate youth culture. You duck! The duck's slippery! Is this true of real ducks?
No. Their feathers help keep them, their feathers wick away water, so...
Well, then what the fuck? Donk the Samurai Duck shouldn't be slippery. He should be modeled, or whatever Alex said.
Ducks are notoriously sticky, yeah. I don't know anything about ducks.
Are ducks sticky?
Have you ever handled a duck?
No.
One time, I was house sitting for someone who had ducks.
Really?
In their backyard, yeah. They also had a dog, and the dog bit me in the face.
Ouch!
Yeah, it hurt.
Jeez.
I had to work that same day too. It sucked.
Damn.
There was the video store with a big dog bite on my face, being like, "Hey, you want to rent Barbershop on DVD?"
Me on my way to rent Barbershop on DVD.
God.
Oh, this part just loops. It loops until you hit the button to continue. That's Donk, the samurai duck. He's out there on his own. Maybe someday he'll find what he's looking for.
Title music by Fate. Now we know who did the song.
Yeah, Fate with an exclamation mark. And Donk with an exclamation mark. And the samurai duck with an exclamation mark. Man, people just can't help but get excited when talking about ducks. He's Donk. He's out there touching Kevin. It's true. Alex, what do we got next?
All right, next we've got the PS1.
Oh, yeah, I had one PS1 game thrown in here at the last minute. Because I wanted to make this comprehensive, minus the Disney ducks. A while back, we did a PC Engine CD-ROM grab bag stream where we covered a game called Moteki Tamago. Well, did you know that it's got a PS1 remake called Moteki Tamago with Ganbare Kamanohashi?
I know now.
Yeah, now you know, and here it is. Kamanohashi means platypus. So this is a remake that adds in platypuses. Best possible reason to remake a video game, in my opinion.
We need the platypus quotient.
We forgot to put platypuses in there.
Donk, the samurai duck, it's the same energy as James Pond 2.
Pretty much. All those Amiga mascots are in the same boat. So we saw this on PC Engine, but here it is on PS1. Never knew this existed until putting together this stream. Yeah, PSP, PlayStation Platypus. There he is. That's a Kamanohashi, a platypus. Platypuses are not ducks. Well, this game has platypuses and ducks. Don't leave. They gotta mention the origin of the platypus though, so incoming players who played the first game aren't confused.
Okay.
Now you know ducks. Now you know what else is an animal? That's right, a platypus.
That is true.
This game is pretty cute.
Oh.
Goo goo goo. Oh yeah, the PSP shmup platypus.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that like Amiga styled? That was a hell of a game. Oh, it all comes back to eggs. Goo goo goo. No, the eggs!
There they go.
That Tamago is going away. Sorry.
You could have just said Tamago.
Oh yeah. Folks, what are your favorite platypuses in games? I said favorite. What are your favorite platypuses? Personally, I like the one in Liquid Kids.
That is such a good platypus. Duck games. Well, wouldn't you believe I happen to know a game with the perfect title? Thank you, RFM, for the 420 bits.
Wow, thank you for the 420 bits.
Thank you.
Weirdly enough, we're not playing Duck Game tonight, but that is a game you can buy. I'm pretty sure that's been relisted after it was recently delisted. I've seen that game. That game's crazy. Oh, the Platypunk from Dragon Quest. Yeah. So look who's gonna save the day. Our old friend, the duck.
Thank you, Duck.
Platypus and Duck, the ultimate team. Oh, it just transferred publishers. Yeah, I know Adult Swim had some problems with the publishing model they were doing. So in this game, at least in one-player mode, you play as the platypus. Newcomer platypus. And you gotta put your eggs in the thing. Go in the thing. There we go. And some of the eggs get big and they... Oh my god! Help!
Run away!
I'm getting away from that. I don't want any part of that. You can stay away from me. Maybe these ducks aren't my friend. Anyway, this is a game where you can like make omelets to block people's paths. Otherwise, this is like Choo Choo Rocket. You gotta scoop up all the eggs and take them back to your home.
So Sipasai, thank you for the 80-month resub, I should say.
2080 months.
Waity, matey, look who's 80. Thank you. That is our humongous. That's our tremendous Terrence.
Sipasai, thank you for the many months of sub. I appreciate it. We're playing Platypus game. Yeah, that's tremendous Terrence right there. I see. You gotta stop right here so they get in the thing. So if you're looking for something in the vein of a Bomberman or a Bomberman, it's hard to think of many other games that are quite like this. Then maybe check out Moteke Tamago for PC Engine or PS1. The PS1 version's got platypuses. 3 to go. I think we can do this. The big boys left the playfield, so... Oh no. Oh no. No, don't hatch. Actually, can I... Nope, I can't. Go away.
Hey, Danny! You like me?
No!
I'm your biggest fan!
There you go. Moteke Tamago for PS1, a game I never knew existed, but now I do. It's got platypuses and ducks. Alright, Alex, this next one's all you. This is a Nintendo DS game. Little bit after our coverage range, I wanted to focus on games before the year 2000, but this game is pretty remarkable, so we gotta show this off. For the Nintendo DS, Alex is gonna show off Looney Tunes Duck Amuck.
Hold on, I'm good.
Yeah, put on that source so the fine folks can see this. Making another exception to our Daffy Duck clause because this game is just so...
Why does Daffy have such interesting games?
Yeah. You can't really say that about Donald. Yeah, there you go. Stomp them. Get their ass. Uh-oh.
Hey, whoever's in charge here. The scenery. Where's the scenery? Would it be too much to ask if we could make up our minds?
The game just starts like this.
Buster, it may come as a complete surprise to you that this is a handheld video game. And in handheld video games, we need scenery. It seems to me you haven't entirely made up your mind what you want this game to be.
No,
so
I haven't.
I'll just wait here for you to figure it out. I am, after all, only the star of this digital endeavor. Oh!
So Alex is poking Daffy Duck with his stylus. Oh, you can drag him around too. This is a pretty interesting video game. It's by WayForward. It's hard to really categorize because it's just kind of a... It's a good image on the top.
Oh!
It's just a weird Daffy Duck sim that takes its inspiration from that one short where, where like the animator was rebelling against it.
Let's get this show on the road.
Except they made it about video games, which I think is pretty interesting. Oh, you're Duck Dodgers!
Duck Dodgers! That was some of my best work, you know. Now, if I remember
Daffy,
my alphabet
you're so
correctly,
gay, I love you.
that must be Planet X. So I'm to conquer a planet, eh? Well, I know just how to get there. Dibs. Marvin the Martian! That little twerp must be stopped! Duck Dodgers to the rescue!
Such an interesting conceit and premise for this game, where Daffy Duck is just like a character in your Nintendo DS, and you gotta basically tell him what to do.
Oh God! Okay, hold on.
Yeah, there you go. Just play the video game. This uses all kinds of functions of the system. There's something special that happens if you close the lid, I think, I'm pretty sure. I haven't played much of it, but it is a very interesting game.
I know what I'm doing.
The main thing I remember about this game is at one point you can draw a penis for him to ride in the game. I don't think that's the main quest line. I think that's something you invented for the game, but I'm glad that that's possible.
Oh, NK, thanks for the raid!
NK, thank you for the raid!
Oh my God.
What were you up to? Hope you had a good stream. We're playing Duck games, and right now we're checking out Duck Amuck for Nintendo DS, an extremely strange Daffy Duck game.
I don't know what twirling this is.
Yeah, just twirl it, twist it. bop it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you got this now. Yeah, you got him.
Good, he's dead.
Are there other mini games you can see? Maybe I need to hit start.
There you go.
Yeah, exit out of this. So like I was saying, this is a strange game where Daffy Duck is inside your Nintendo DS, and you have to, like, design things for him to do. You can make him do a cool dance if you pick him up by the scruff of his neck. Puzzle Depot, I see.
All right.
Well, thank you for rating the Duck stream. One game we're not going to see tonight because it's Disney related is that MSX game I saw NK stream a long time ago.
What kind of game should this be?
The
One of
DuckTales board
strategy
game,
quest games, perhaps?
where it's like Dutch, so it uses his Dutch name Dagobert.
Quest game. You grab the gem and avoid all the greedy bandits trying to steal it. Reach the end, and presto, you're rich. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm in some low-rent video game from the 70s. Ooh.
Yes!
I'm rich!
Atari
I'm rich.
Daffy.
I'm a happy miser. Hey,
Yeah, that game looks
come back
awesome.
here with that.
Danny, this game is kind of sick.
Isn't it cool? I just really appreciate that they tried something so creative. And so outside the box, thinking-wise, in terms of licensed video games.
So yeah, you have to have the diamond to avoid Daffy, I think.
Yeah, you can't let Daffy win. Man, I want to play more DS games. I bet there's a ton of stuff on there that no one's ever played or even seen before.
Daffy, fuck!
Did he eat it?
No,
That's
he
what it looked like.
grabbed it. Fucking Daffy.
You can make it. You can do it, I think. Oh, no! Daffy keeps stealing my damn diamonds.
Now that's good gaming. I wiped the floor with you. Oh, I love playing video games with you because, confidentially, you stink.
Thanks, Daff.
Well, I just got shit-talked by Daffy. Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on.
Oh, boy.
Again, not going to show off too much licensed stuff here tonight, but we had to. That game's amazing. All right. This is a dangerous thing I'm doing right now, but I'm now handing control of the stream over to Alex because I told him to put together a lineup of PC games featuring ducks. This is something I have no experience with. I don't know how to even start like emulating Windows or DOS games. So I told Alex, this is all you.
Yep.
Show me some PC duck games.
All right, I'm playing on keyboard, so I got to get adjusted. First up is 1996's and currently still being worked on, Charlie the Duck.
Yeah, this game got updates this year, apparently. Charlie fans, stay winning.
Ad-lib, of course.
Time for some PC ducks.
Unregistered version 2.4. Hell yes.
Copyright 2025. Folks, you ever seen a duck in a video game? It might go a little something like this.
This is such a I love this. It's so PC.
This is so PC. This is so shareware core.
It's very shareware.
There's also a sequel you might want to check out if this looks interesting to you. It's a nice little duck game starring a nice little duck. That's Duck.
This fucking adorable. I'm sorry.
You played this? I imagine a few people played this, given that shareware has a way of getting around.
It's good. Like, as a platform, I've played a lot of platformers. And
Same developer as that one bootleg Mario game? It does have that look to it.
It does.
Is that the one that Tiger Woods was playing? That was that game's big claim to fame. Like, well, between rounds at the golf course, Tiger Woods was playing that bootleg MS-DOS Mario game. And we all know what happened to him after that. So stay away from that bootleg Mario game. How you liking this one?
I'm loving this. I'm sorry.
This seems really cool. This is a nice little game about ducks. He couldn't afford a GPA. That is kind of incredible that he had an MS-DOS machine with him at the club, loaded with the bootleg Mario game. The frogs are good too. Everything about this.
I do like all the creatures in this. This is good.
This is quite nice.
Oh, okay.
Beware, some blocks are bouncy.
Danny, I'm really enjoying this. I'm not gonna stop.
Well, maybe all of Alex's games tonight are normal.
I think they are.
Maybe for once I can hand control over the stream and have it end in nice little duck games that everyone can enjoy instead of freakish abominations. Right?
Right. It's fine. It's normal.
Is it?
Well, you said you wanted to. You say you don't want to see freakish abominations.
Well, I mean, I've handed control of the stream over to you, so it's not really up to me.
Yeah, you don't have a choice here. Well, Danny, there's another game we can play.
Oh, okay.
This one we've actually shown on stream before.
All right.
Oh, I should put in my name. Hold on. Gay Duck.
Good. Very appropriate.
That's probably a lot of you in chat. What? It's not offensive. They're good.
Gay ducks sound off. How many
All
gay
right.
ducks we got watching this?
Chat, do you remember when we played Crazy Drake? Do you remember Crazy Drake?
I remember Crazy Drake.
Okay, good. Making sure you do.
But it is a famous PC duck game, so we got to show it off. Oh, DOS 4GW. I remember that. Oh, yeah. All right. Yep. Here's Crazy Drake. Looking very much like Earthworm Jim, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this is loud.
Oh my god.
Sorry. About that. Sorry you got blasted by Crazy Drake.
Baby.
An Earthworm Jim style
Forest.
shit fist. That sounds like something I would say. Yeah? Oh, the music's in one speaker, apparently. Oh no, it just uses stereo separation. I see what they're doing. The cover of this game traces over the cover of Duke Nukem 3D. Yeah, why is he always out of breath?
You know, this is a strange duck, this Earthworm Jim knockoff.
A bit of an odd duck, you might say. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you.
No, that's good. But you know, I still feel this is pretty.
5,000 points.
I
Wow,
was gonna say it was pretty normal, but I don't know.
that's a lot of points.
Oh, okay.
Honk honk. Earthworm Jim ripoff with Jazz Jack Herbert music, yeah. Yeah, most of the music is in one speaker, except for certain points in the song when it uses both speakers. Can you inflate yourself?
I think I need to jump on those. Stop! There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Back in the day, everyone wanted to be Crazy Drake. Or... Cool Death Theme.
Very loud.
Everyone wanted to be Earthworm Jim, which explains this a lot. That's a good duck sprite. Man, he's always scared or out of breath or just terrified at the world around him. This does sound like mod file music. He's no Booger Man. Maybe if Booger Man was a duck, he would have succeeded.
I mean, he should have been a duck.
Crazy Drake of the 99 Ducks. Oh, this does use the mod library? I see. This game looks and sounds pretty good. How's it play?
It actually plays fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember when I first played this, I was like, you know what? This is a normal. Down, you fool! It's fine, I'm alive.
True, Booger Man, highly recommended by physical therapists. That's so good. Gay Duck.
That's crazy, Drake.
He's pretty crazy.
Danny, you're not going to believe the next game.
But I think we can get crazier.
Yeah, you're not going to believe this next game, Danny.
Alex, what's our next game?
Oh, Danny. I'm sorry.
There was
Next
one
up-
game that I put in the list that I didn't even look up any video, any screenshots, any audio. All I know is the cover art that I posted to Blue Sky earlier.
It's Punky Duck, and when I was testing it, I made Danny look away from the screen because I wanted them to be surprised.
So yeah, so this is going to be a surprise to everyone. Punky Duck. Huh.
It's fine.
Yeah, not to be confused with Punky Skunk. How punk is this duck?
New game.
Oh,
this is the game.
what? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
What the hell is this?
This is Punky Duck.
What's this Sega CD bonus level ass game you're showing me right now? This is fake. You programmed this in the hours we had before stream today. You just made up a fake game to try and fool me, to make me look like a fool. Which, I mean, yeah, props to you. This is good work, but you're clearly fooling no one. They sold boxed copies of this? And yeah, are you vomiting?
They're vomiting.
Huh?
Those are spikes on the ground.
Oh.
You have to kill these, I think.
I think this is the last thing I would have expected from a game called Punky Duck.
And I'm at 45%. I got
Cathode Ray Dude played this. Well, we're now the second people to have played this. This is all new to me. I was expecting a platformer, you know?
You were, huh?
But this is unlike anything I could have expected.
I got drugs.
Tonic trouble looking face meter. Don't give Punky Duck drugs.
He needs them to get high.
Alright, that's fair.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go.
This looks like one of those games people would make a video about if it was on GBA. Like, wow, the GBA can do amazing 3D effects. But this is
so could the Windows PC.
so good Windows PC.
So could the MS-DOS.
Yeah, there's crafting in my duck game.
Can I go into the buildings? Cannot shoot them either. Okay. Yeah, I didn't play much of this because I literally started and I was like, I want my reactions to be live on stream.
I can't believe that this exists. I guess it's like a third-person shooter if you want to categorize it. Let's see his dead face. All right, Alex, kill off Punky Duck.
Alright, Punky, you gotta die.
He's dying inside. He's pretty durable. Yes, we did Howard the Duck for C64. That game's awesome. That game had a really good intro. And then, like, you go on an island, and I couldn't figure out what to do, but...
Look at his face, Danny.
Excellent rendition of Howard the Duck. Good. Wait a minute! One of the noises that guy was making. It was the jump sound from Quake. He was going, whoop!
I wanna see what
Yeah,
Punky
there,
Duck
that.
is like.
Wow. Punky Duck. It is a shame he doesn't
This has gotta
skeletonize.
be my final life. I have to see the end screen.
Alright, let's see Punky Duck meet his gruesome demise.
These mushrooms take off a lot of health.
This island is hell. Everyone's just wandering around shooting and screaming. It's like an M. Dickey game. All right, here we go.
Nope, well, this is my last one.
Okay, now this is your last
I
life.
saw my heart disappear, so okay, good.
Avert your children's eyes. Send them out of the room. This is not appropriate for the under 18 audience. Him Ducky. Here we go.
He died.
That's gruesome. He has a grave dug for him. That's horrible. Someone was saying they hope this wasn't a Russian bootleg Felix the Cat situation, but well,
No?
that's kind of what we got. They dug a shallow grave for him and threw him in. Are those his guts? Jesus Christ.
It's fine.
Alex!
It's
I
fine.
want control of my stream back.
Well, luckily, we're done with DOS,
Yeah?
so that's good.
Okay.
We're moving on to Scum VM for the next one. Chat. It's time for Duckman.
We gotta play Duckman. Folks, did you know that they made a Duckman game for PC? Based off the short-lived cartoon starring Jason Alexander.
Here's what you're not going to believe, Danny. This game goes all out. Also
Yeah?
with my playmates.
I knew this existed, but I've never actually seen it. I've seen every episode of Duckman.
You've seen every episode of Duckman?
Yeah. I think it's an okay show. Whoa.
It's got everyone but Jason Alexander. Aw.
Talarico Studios.
Yes, let's go. That's not the Duckman theme song. You couldn't get the Duckman theme
No.
song? No one even knows what that sounds like. So if you've never seen this show, it's basically Rugrats for perverts.
It really is.
It's like an adult Rugrats, done by the same production company. Pretty funny show. Pretty funny, in my opinion.
There they are.
There's his buddy Cornfed. He runs a private detective agency, and he has a twisted family back home.
No doubt many of you may be confused. Yes, I am the same corn-fed normally seated behind a desk at the detective agency office.
So it's fully
Some of
voiced.
You may remember me for playing
That's
second
Corn-fed.
fiddle to Duckman, private
No,
detective
Jason
series.
Alexander was in the original
And some
Duckman,
of
but
you
not
may
this
remember me
version.
for the
He,
supple
Aw.
baby of my
he
supple
slipped out for
calves.
this one.
I feel that it's my duty to share with regular viewers of
Wow,
the
this
Duckman
animation.
He said the Duckman hurt his voice too
Check
much.
local television listings and
Doing
get
the
with
Duckman
program.
voice, and he
You
just
may
couldn't do
wonder
it
how
for a
I wound
stream.
up on this
I mean, for a
war-torn
game.
battlefield waiting in a septic pool.
He did have to scream a lot in that show.
It's not a pretty story, but there will be plenty of intrigue, action, and young women.
This was on the USA Network.
Oh yeah.
And a bit of head busting, butt kicking, super bitchin' violence. If you enjoy that sort of thing. Custom
I do.
dictates that I start my story.
Same as the folks who did Blazing Dragons and the Scooby-Doo Mystery Genesis game.
Oh, that's why it looks so good.
So come with me now. Our story begins at the exclusive
Kaboom!
health spa in Beverly Hills, a place where the rich and famous come to soak in scented waters and be pampered like the phony baloney royalty they are.
The show was all about sticking it to the man. That's why I appreciate it.
Partner Duckman has been living here for nearly a month. Busy
Damn, look at that sexy duck.
And human, for all you weirdos.
She ain't got no clothes on. Alex!
Yeah, but she's covered, it's fine.
His career and, me, his lovable doe-eyed porcine pal.
Rub just a little harder, Tiffany. That's right, right there.
That's a pretty good Duckman impersonation.
No, that makes the cock crow.
That's a good fake
Moving
George
on, my
Costanza.
little south of the border, friend. My compliments. That
Oh yeah,
martini
he's
was
racist.
vile and none
That's actually just part of the show, yeah.
It's a character trait.
Slouch and stand your granny up against the wall and Singapore slinger into the back of your pickup and drive her to Long Island iced tea.
that would have been my second guess. Either a martini or what you said. Anyhow, I think I'll have another.
Oh, Duckman. No thinking
Can we get this
aloud.
guy for the
This is
stream?
Hollywood, remember?
This Duckman?
Yeah, fake George Costanza.
Listen, fake George Costanza.
Butter. That's like a juggler without balls.
Finally, a Duckula.
Well, you're a good little suck-up, aren't you, Julio?
It'll never work.
Fill it to the rim with gin.
That's odd. He never has a second glass at home.
Nice bowl.
Incredible bulge. Jesus.
It's a book of magic.
So it's a point-and-click adventure
If I were
game.
having the time of my life floating in a lap of luxury and other people's drippings, I'd walk over and take a closer look at it.
And it's compatible in Scum VM, even. So you can somewhat easily play this if you want.
Come here, you wild, untamed, uninhibited, gushing, moist fountain of funky lust. You haven't uttered a peep since I...
Is this game not safe for Twitch?
Aren't you going to turn your TV show on
It's
for
fine.
us?
Yeah, the animation,
I always
honestly,
believe in buying
too good for
American
Duckman.
products, except when watching Baywatch is at stake. When it comes to watching jiggling flesh in high resolution, I say screw the economy. Get the best set you can. I wonder why this television is not. Why do they have to mount those televisions up so high? Do they really think people are going to pile up a bunch of furniture and then climb up and try to steal one?
I like that he's angry. You can just yell
So,
at people.
yeah,
Your
is that a
options
mechanic?
Your options are normal and angry.
You gotta get angry at everyone. That's how Duckman does.
Last night was amazing. I felt like a greased up pig let loose in a giant carnal kiss.
That's disgusting, Duckman.
Sounds wild. Next time you should try it with a partner.
Oh.
Duckman is getting upset. Oh, right. Yeah, maybe that's why they couldn't get the theme. It was by Dweezil Zappa. I forgot that.
The sweet and innocent Tiffany.
Dweezil also did a voice in the show, I believe.
Sweet as sunshine on a field of marigolds. Tender as a...
Hey, you talking to me? Because you just paid for a little tub splashing. You want the Free Willy special? Cough up some cash.
We got Free Willy references.
Nice talk. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Who do you think taught me the uvula groove?
What? Is that your inventory?
Yeah.
You open up your down feathers?
Julio, I was just admiring your formidable package. It's huge.
Oh, I am
He's
flattered.
bi, I
I was
guess?
gonna say sounds like me.
No, you little chupacabra. Your sack over by the door.
Oh, that is my bag lunch.
Duckman, look at the time. Your television show is on now.
So it is. That reminds me, I really should check in with the studio one of these weeks and let them know where I am. in case
This does a
they
good
wanna,
job of really
I don't know.
communicating just how scummy Duckman is.
Duckman fucking sucks as a
This
duck.
just
He is a
doesn't seem right.
scumbag.
The TV isn't on, silly swilly.
Exactly what I was thinking. I wonder where the remote control is.
I bet this puzzle takes like an hour to solve.
I have no clue.
I don't either. We're not going to get anywhere in this. I just wanted to show off that, yes, there is a Duckman game. Of all things, they made a Duckman video game. And it came out, I believe, the year the show was canceled. So good timing, guys.
Good timing.
All us Duckman fans, though, we appreciated it. And someday I'm going to play that. Okay, let's get a little bit more obscure. Let's get a little bit more obscure for our final games here tonight, since we're all nice and deranged from the previous couple hours of Duck games. Y'all ever hear of this company called Vidalectrix? They did a couple of Duck games, including this one. Here we go. We're just watching Strong Bad emails now.
Dear Strongbad, do you ever feed the ducks? Personally, I think feeding the ducks is the greatest thing in the world. What are your thoughts on this subject? Your friend, Ron Kiwi. Unfortunately, Mr. Kiwi, there are no ducks by my house. But I do have a pretty sweet duck pond simulator for my computer. Check it out, man. Wow. All right, Ron. This is the greatest thing in the world. I mean, it's like I'm right there, at the pond. Come here, Ducky.
And of course, it's actually playable, because the brothers Chap know when to take a bit too far, and the answer is always.
Isn't there another version of Duck Pond that they made too?
Yeah, you have to score 10 points.
Okay, I'll try to get 10 points.
Do your best, Alex.
Okay.
So yeah, all you gotta do is watch this archived episode of Strong Bad Email, and at the end is a playable version of Duck Pond. Place your bets, folks. Who's gonna get to 10 first, Duck 1 or Duck 2?
Come on.
I'm
There
betting
you
on Duck
go.
2. Duck 2 is the mallard, I believe. Oh,
Come
Duck 1
on.
takes the lead.
Come
Can Duck
on.
2 win it? They're tied up. Oh, every Duck's a winner here today, folks. All you Ducks watching, cheer for your favorite. I want to hear some quacking. Duck 1 taking a massive lead. Is this the end for Duck number 2?
Duck number 2.
Duck number 2 squeaking in a couple of points.
Oh my
God,
Duck number
tying
2
it
is
all back
catching
up.
Duck number 2.
No, no. Damn. Duck number 1 wins.
I do want to play the Atari 2600 version. Do I just press the space?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Whoa, man, these graphics are state of the art. Graphics.
Oh, it was a mallard. I was right. They really communicated all that in the original art. And there you go. The second game isn't playable. It's just
Dear
a,
Strong Bad,
it's just a
do
thing.
you ever feed the ducks?
Dear Strong Bad.
Personally, I think feeding the ducks is the greatest thing in the world.
Hey, me too, Strong Bad. And as it turns out, researching this stream, this isn't the only duck-related game Vidalectric's made. So let's go ahead and play their second game, which also still somehow exists. This one's entirely new to me. I didn't know anything about this one. There we go. Duck Guardian. Now, in this game, you have a gun, but you can't actually shoot anything. You just make it. You just make ducks reverse their direction by shooting them.
Okay. And I gotta make him go into here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Good. Protect the ducks. There you go. Yeah. 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 There you go. Oh my God! You got 2 of them killed at once. That's you fucked up real bad, Alex.
It's okay.
Now everyone remembers like Trogdor and Teen Girl Squad, but the Brothers Chap did so much for
They made
Homestar
so
Runner,
many
including so
games.
many interactive games and those little Easter eggs that would happen after the little shorts on the site. We owe a lot to these guys. A lot of us, our vocabulary is entirely different than it would have been if we'd never seen Homestar Runner. We all have little phrases in our heads that
Same.
come from Coach Z or Bubs or whatever. Or Strong Bad, more likely. Yeah, great Jorb, exactly. But other than that, they made a lot of video games, too. Strangely, more than one about ducks.
We're good.
Here, the cheat, have a trophy. You see?
I think so much about the treat, the treat. I have an original Kick. They remade the Kick the Cheats, by the way, so you can get yourself a Kick the Cheat.
They reprinted them, yeah.
Yeah.
Alex has an original cheat from when Goodwill had one.
Yeah, Goodwill just straight up had the cheat.
And when we brought it up to the checkout lane, the lady said, "Oh, wow, the cheat." Almost like she wanted to get it, but no, we got to it first.
Not enough ducks to get the job done. Thanks for nothing, Jocko. Game over.
Game over. Good.
That's good.
So if you want some duck games, Vidalectric's got you covered. Glad these are still online and playable. Thank you to Strong Bad.
Thank you, Strong Bad.
All right. Next up is the game that I thought we would close the stream out with, but I found one game after that I think would be a little bit more appropriate. But still, this game is quite remarkable, because I think it suits the duck theme for this stream more than any other game that we're going to play here tonight. So did you know that there was a portable system called the Mega Duck?
Mm-hmm.
And did you know that there was a game for the Mega Duck called Duck Adventures?
That I did not know.
Let's play it.
Okay, let's duck out.
A duck game on the Mega Duck. Yeah, a duck game on the Mega Duck.
That is what ducks are supposed to look like.
Look at that guy. He's got a cape. Yeah, this has got to be the Mario game of the system. If you get a Mega Duck, you got to play Duck Adventures. Yeah, by Common.
Yeah, the duck is so cute.
Forget what kind of game this is. Oh, it's fucking Conoco's Berlin Wall. Or, you know, Space Panic by Universal. It's a little bit like that, too. Which, once again, is a predecessor to Lode Runner.
I was gonna say, this is very Lode Runner-esque.
It all comes back to Lode Runner every single time. There's no game we can play that doesn't owe a little bit of its existence to Lode Runner, including Duckman somehow. Turn into fruit.
Good fruit.
As far as ducks go, it's a pretty good one. I don't know if he's super recognizable as a duck, but he does have a little cape, which gives him some personality. I'm gonna put these elephants through the floor.
Okay, kill him.
Delicious meat. Remember when Daffy Duck turned that dog into meat, and then he ate it?
That was really strange! Usually Daffy doesn't kill his enemies, turn them into meat, and then devour them.
Not the weirdest thing we've seen tonight. We saw Punky Duck. So that should have been tonight's closer. Like, Duck Adventure on Mega Duck. How much more duck can you be? You can't. You can't go anywhere from that. And then I remembered a certain duck from our distant past. If you've been following Retro Pals for a really long time, before our YouTube channel was even named Retro Pals, you may recall a certain duck. A duck that was featured on my old website, dreaminfriends.com. Yep, you know. Sebmal knows. Some of y'all know the history of Duck and us. And now this game has become lost media.
It has! I looked for it!
This game you're about to see cannot be played. It cannot be found. Luckily, apparently 14 years ago, according to YouTube, I saw this game. I played all the way through it, and I recorded a long play. So we're going to watch that now. But most of all, what I remember this game for is its amazing theme song. So let me just turn off the Mega Duck. And Alex, let's hear some Casey Duck Butter Duck. Oh, it's quiet on the desktop audio, so turn that up. There you go. I have it set up so the audio isn't repeating, don't worry.
Then a picnic and kid dropped some yellow goo, and compared to the bugs, it was poured on blue. Casey Duck Butter Duck is filled with glee, eats only butter and drinks just ghee. No more breadcrumbs or bugs or food with food, and it can't even bear to eat water in. Now the duck's a gourmet, and it must be said, it barely can float, it's so well fed. It must have butter every day. It's an apiary dairy sommelier, gets plenty of fresh air and exercise. For an all butter diet is not wise. Don't use to spare time flying on the wing. It can be putting butter on everything. Butter Duck as a tapper can be on sale. It has to have butter and everything. Butter Duck, Butter Duck, Butter Duck. Quack, 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 quack.
So, that's the theme song from Casey Duck Butter Duck. And now here's the long play, starting now. He took my butter! So, Deep Danny lore. We've gone into a lot of Deep Danny lore here tonight. Covered my first video game I ever saw, which was Duck Hunt. I used to be the editor-in-chief of an iOS game-focused website called fingergaming.com. Great name, by the way. So, for a few years, I was looking at every single game that came out for iPhone and iPod Touch. Remember the iPod Touch?
Yes.
This was in the early years of the system. People figured out early on that you could just crap out something quick and have it make millions of dollars if Apple pointed the revenue hose your way by featuring it on the App Store. So everyone tried to make apps for the iOS systems. Nowadays, that platform is pretty much all saturated. All the money you can get from that is pretty much all in microtransaction games. But way back when, these people had a dream. A beautiful dream about a butter duck called Casey Duck Butter Duck. So they released this app for iOS and Android, and this free version was available via Flash online, and that's the version I played to capture this video for.
It's not in Flashpoint either. I looked.
Yeah, no one backed this up. You can't, the original website's gone. It's not on Flashpoint. It's not preserved anywhere. Maybe someone still has the app? Maybe that can be preserved somehow? But in any case, I do have this 6-minute long play so you can see what you're missing out on. It kind of blows my mind that something we did just on a spur-of-the-moment thing 14 years ago turns out to be the ultimate thing on this stream. The greatest lost media duck game of all time, Casey Duck, Butter Duck. Now, if you listened to the theme song and didn't go crazy hearing the lyrics, he's apparently a duck who eats only butter and drinks just ghee.
So he drinks clarified butter and eats regular butter.
Yeah.
He just eats butter because one day he was eating regular foods and then he ate butter and it was so marvelous to him that, yeah.
My theory is that they wanted us to be like a Land O'Lakes tie-in or something, but they lost the license. So they were just like, fuck it, we got this great Butter Duck game. Look at that dance.
I love that. I love everything about Casey Duck, Butter Duck.
Me too.
Yeah, some picnicking kids dropped some yellow goo, according to the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like a regular duck, he can fly, and he can land on the water. I remember this part being pretty hard because there's fish hooks that kill you instantly.
Yeah, I edited this, and I edited out a lot of deaths.
Yeah. This may have been our first editing project together before we even did PlayStation Year 1.
It was, actually, yeah.
So, indirectly, Casey Duck, Butter Duck led to the Retro Pals happening.
Akadar, thank you so much for the 46-month resub. Enjoy Casey Duck, the Butter Duck.
Enjoy the Butter Duck. Thank you for the many months. So romantic. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Hey, Alex, I'm going to play through this Butter Duck game. Can you edit a video about it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I remember playing through this on keyboard at your old apartment.
Yeah, I remember that.
This was a... Oh my god, it's a rat! He killed the rat! I also like the fact that he doesn't really attack with his beak or anything, he just like slaps. I think he does have a beak attack, but your main physical attack is just slapping things until they die. Can't imagine a more appropriate start. Yep, This is how it all started. Casey Duck, Butter Duck. Were we even married at that point?
Oh my god, I don't know.
This may have been pre-marriage. It's going to be the one thing that made us decide, you know what, we should probably make this official. Yeah, that's what happens.
I did leave in one death because it was funny. You told me to leave in one because it was funny.
That's what happens if you land on a fish hook. You just keel over instantly.
Yeah, this part's really hard. But you navigated it very well.
I am a professional duck. I would speedrun this if this was still available in some form. So this is my call to action. This doesn't have to be lost media. If you have a way of preserving Casey Duck, Butter Duck, look into it. Specifically the Flash version. The app may also still be out there, but it's not. It's delisted on both app stores. If we can make it through this together, yeah, we're sticking together for sure. And here's the thrilling ending of Casey Duck, Butter Duck.
Are you ready for this, folks?
Will he hit his butter back? There it is!
Butter.
I'm thinking about that butter.
Here we go. Watch the duck repellent.
Duck repellent. I gave it a little thwack there.
Yes, well, you should.
Oh, I took some damage to save time there. This part's really hard. Everything you land on hurts you. How did I get my energy back there? Did I cheat? Maybe it's just the power of butter.
I think it's just the power of butter.
The archived site just uses an ancient Unity web player instead of an SWF file.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a final boss.
You have to drop eggs on this dog.
This dog who isn't even bigger than you.
He died. You killed him.
Alright, here we go. What the? The fox took the butter!
The end.
That's it. That's Casey Duck Butter Duck. It ends on a fucking cliffhanger. But yeah, that's the kind of thing you got sent if you were in charge of looking at iOS and Android apps. People would email you and be like, hey, look at this deranged game I made about a butter duck. You should post about this on your website. And I was like, I'm sure not going to do that, but I definitely want to play through this. And that is the legend and the story of Casey Duck Butter Duck, the final game of tonight's stream. There's no way we can follow that up. It has to end after that. So that's it. We're done. The end. Thank you to Butter Ducks, all the Butter Ducks seen here, Butter Ducks around the world. You know I got your back.
It's still on the Amazon App Store. Let's go!
Oh my God, let's go! Casey Duck Butter Duck, love wins. You can still get Casey Duck Butter Duck. Awesome. Thanks to all of our patrons for voting Duck. It's because they voted the way that they did that you saw the last 2 or 3 hours of pure Duck madness.
Pure Duck.
If you want to join the fun and tell us what to stream on our Wednesday showcase streams, head to patreon.com/retropals. If you're at the $5 tier, you get to vote Duck, or whatever is up for vote that week. I got some plans for this Friday. There's some games from certain publishers that I've been wanting to show off that we haven't really gotten a chance to. So maybe now is a good time to join the Patreon, especially if you're into old PC games, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna drop that little hint there. We shall see, though. We shall see.
We shall see.
Again, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for backing us. I'm going to look for a raid target. Alex, why don't you wrap us up?
Also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post full-length highlights of our streams there. We still got up part 1 of our patron request gauntlet if you want to see over 9 hours of us playing your wonderful, wild, weird, and wacky requests.
It was a good time. I decided to leave that up for a second week because 10 hours of Retro Pals is a lot to take.
Yeah, you got to digest it. You got to it's like you need some equivalent of YouTube ginger ale to get through it. We also have a Discord. You can join us there to chat about games, chat about your pets, and all kinds of goodness. So do consider giving our Discord a follow if you'd like. And last but not least, we are on Blue Sky, retropals.booski, or however you pronounce it, .social. Follow us there to find out when we go live, when we got new videos up on YouTube, and all the RetroPals news you can use. So consider giving it a follow, won't you? Won't you? Won't you?
Won't you?
Won't you?
Consider Casey Duck Butter Duck. That's what he wants you to do.
Don't feed a duck butter in real life, by the way. Okay,
no, don't. That's not. The FDA doesn't approve that. I'm going to take the rare chance to raid Holly Heck Maybe, who is streaming right now, and she's streaming a game that she made for a recent game jam that she actually headed up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the theme of the jam was secret technique, and you could make art, you could make games, music, pretty much anything. A lot of people made some really cool stuff for this that she's been showing off on stream, and now she's finally showing off her project, which was a game made for this game jam. So go say hi. If you're looking for a raid message, just say Duck Raid. We all appreciate ducks. And enjoy your evening. Thanks for watching.
See ya, folks.